Okay, wake your ass up, boy. Wake your ass up, boy. BD, boy. Okay, David, boy. Wake your ass up, boy.
Red Bull gives you wings.
Every time he talks about me, I'm gonna fuck the shit out of him.
My fault.
Look at this is the real fucking DV boy talking tonight.
Okay, DV boy nothing.
DV boy.
Shout out to my favorite late night host, Gunsmoke the Don, and God bless America. You guys think this is funny? I got an answer. 50 grand a month. Every month.
Are you out of your mind? Are you seriously out of your mind? You sick bastards. Oh my God, this is so crazy.
Oh my God.
This is crazy, you idiots.
Hey, no negative, you.
Why would you do something like that? Fucking asshole. This is just like unbelievable.
You're a two-faced bitch, Angel. Get
You
the
are
fuck out of here now.
110%
You wanna come
correct.
trash me?
Go talk to your lawyers,
You're a
Angel.
piece of shit.
Ask them.
Even my brother.
I don't give
my
a
brother.
fuck who they are.
God.
Get
You
out of here,
two
okay?
pieces of shit. My father
I don't give a fuck
attacked
who
my
they are.
father. Father.
Your last name is Gotti.
You did
Not mine. You stupid
You're
bitch.
a punk.
Be nice. Don't fuck up in here.
Hello. Oh, okay. All right. Good evening, everybody, and welcome to the episode we've all been waiting for. So I introduce to you now Dominick Cicale, former Bonanno Capo. Can you hear me all right?
Yes, I can. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. What's up, Dom?
All right. Nothing, all good. What happened?
Yeah.
Where's your crew tonight?
They might show up later.
Okay.
People have been hitting me up all day, man. They're really excited about this. So,
No, thank you for the opportunity coming on the show. And, I definitely want to address what's been going on. And this is basically the first time people are going to hear my side of everything. So there's always three sides to a story.
Yes, sir.
And I'm just sick and tired of being slandered and just all lies. All lies. I would say 99% of it's lies.
Well, let me ask you, how did you meet Nadu? Like, how did you start talking to him, and how did the beef start, really?
Originally, when I first came on YouTube, he reached out first, wanting to do an interview, following me, wanted the content. I thought he was a nice guy. So, listen, I'll come on anybody's platform and, and do a show. So that's how it originally started. And then even when his channel was taken down, I was one of the first ones to tell him, Jeff, don't worry, I'll come on. I'll help you rebuild your new channel, whatever you want to do. I'm always here for you.
Yeah.
And as I got to know him, I started seeing his true colors.
Well, he seems to have issues with a lot of people that he works with. I saw a clip earlier that he says that he has trouble working with people. He's tried with you, some Joya guy, Frank Joya, a few other people. It's never worked out. So, I mean, you're not the only person that, he doesn't get along with.
What rubs my nose the wrong way with him, he'll do a show, and I have a nice following. They're loyal, my fan base. And he'll say, like he did a show on Frankie Joya, why they split up, why they broke up. And then halfway through his segment, he talks about Dom Cicale. I worked with Dom. Dom came to me. Dom did this. Dom was asking me. Dom did this. Like, he is the man, and we're just a bunch of buffoons. So, of course, again, he's never accurate. Well, I should not say the word never. A lot of times he's not accurate. So I did a show, and I called him out on everything he said. So I showed text messages. Jeff, you came to me to do a show. You asked me, here's what I did. He said, we are just, control freaks. I never micromanage. I told him, go ahead, run with it. Whatever you want to do, I'm okay. And he just makes everybody look like they're the idiots, they're the buffoons, and he's the smartest guy around. And at the end of the day, then he claims victim. He's the victim. And if it wasn't for Jeff, I would have no following, because all my followers were Jeff's followers from what he said. That's why he came out and said, Dom, really? A shit coin? Now you're going to rob people? I'm like, wow. But he's protecting his followers. But then he forgets to mention, I thought I bought all my followers.
Yeah.
Like, what is it, Jeff? I bought my followers? They're fake? Or they're your followers that came over to my channel? Like, the guy really needs some help. He definitely has major issues.
So you've been going back and forth with him for a while now. It's kind of heating up a little bit. Apparently you say he doxed you, but he says he never doxed you because he would get in trouble for that with the law, Well,
Jeff is infamous for putting something up and then removing it real quick. So like he did with my quote, my federal tax lien.
Yeah.
Go look it up. It's not around anymore. He took it down. But, and that's what I mean. That's not true. Did I have a tax lien? Yes, I did. Was it paid off, I think, in 2024? Yes, it was. It was paid in full. But you're reporting right now, like currently, you're telling the viewers, currently, I have a tax lien, which is a lie.
Yeah, he didn't show the top piece of it to show that it was satisfied, right?
Well, you have the documents.
Yeah. I think hold on, because I've been rushing for this show today. I've been going crazy. I got it somewhere here. I don't know if I upload. Let me see if I uploaded it. It should be uploaded. But I did a lot of prep work here. I had to look at a lot of videos, video clips and stuff.
Right.
All right. So I don't have it uploaded. I'll upload it in a minute. But so you think Nadu's being told to go hard at you? He's being maybe paid to do this to slander you?
A reliable source. That's with Michael Hippie. Listen, there was a plot, and I did an episode on it, that there's a contract on me, which it's to be expected. But they were sending Dominick DeLucia down here to kill me. He came to Orlando. His father lives in Orlando. And it was between Michael Hippie, Johnny Joe, and Michael Knows had something to do with it. But the two main culprits were Johnny Joe and Michael Hippie. Then all of a sudden, I hear recently, maybe about a month and a half ago, that Hippie's going to try to slander me on social media to get me back. Since his watched hit failed, he's going to slander me on social media. Jeff was coming at me too hard out of the blue for nothing. I really haven't did anything to Jeff. He claims he's a reporter. He's not a reporter. He regurgitates other people's stories and puts it out there. He might move some words around as he's speaking, but I did some research on Jeff as well with some of his stories. And if you go through, if he did something, say, on John Gotti, for instance, I'm just using that as an example.
Yeah.
And in Wikipedia, it says, John Gotti always used to wear a blue suit. You'll hear Jeff say, well, John Gotti used to walk around and hang out, and his favorite suit was blue. So he regurgitates. He's not a reporter. He doesn't do work. And for Jeff, I heard his comment on your show where he said, well, Dominick could refute it and come on my channel. I always drop a link. I don't watch Jeff's show. I can't stomach the sight of him. He's hideous to look at, repulsive. And I don't watch him. But you know what? Just like you have my number, right? My phone, my email.
Yeah.
If you're going to do a show on me, what would you do as somebody who wants to get it right? What would you do?
Research.
What else would you do if you have if you're going to do something negative?
I would reach out to you and ask you, you know.
Or am I supposed to reach out to you, or you're supposed to reach out to me? Hey, Dom, would you like to make a comment?
Yeah, I would reach out to you. Yeah.
So, Jeff, it's sad. It's sad that he would stoop that low. And if you notice, he says, I'm unraveling, I'm unfolding, I'm losing my mind. He did the same thing with A-Light. I see in the title, same word. Yeah. Everybody unravels but Jeff.
I mean, he has kind of driven you a little crazy, no? I mean,
traded because you know what? I have enough baggage. I did enough dirt in my life. It's all out there.
Yeah.
When people start making up lies where it's affecting me personally in business sense, calling me a scammer, saying I rob people, even what he said, Dominick testified he robbed his grandmother. No, I testified that I signed a document. I don't know if you ever signed for a mortgage. There's about 70 signatures to get a mortgage. Okay. My grandmother did a refi to help me out when I came home from prison. She missed one line. So when I brought it to the mortgage company, or she left the mortgage company, they said, Dom, you have to bring this to her or bring her back. I said, just give me the paper. I'll sign it. And I signed it, the one page. But, it was funny because there was never an issue when I got arrested. It only happened a year later after I cooperated. As soon as I cooperated, then my grandmother's giving a story with my aunt, saying I robbed her. She's a victim. It was to help Vinny out, to discredit me. And I don't blame them for that because I put my whole family in a bad situation when I cooperated in the neighborhood. So she went and did it. But it's funny how she came and visited me when I was in the WITSAC units in the federal system. She sent me money while I was incarcerated. When I came home, she gave me $5,000. That's, they say I left her abandoned in the street. She was thrown out of the house. She did a reverse mortgage. She wound up cashing out $190,000 in her pocket with 2 rents coming in, and not with a reverse mortgage. You don't have to pay the mortgage until you die. And it's funny because a year after that, she only had about $10,000 left. So from my cousins to everybody in the family taking money from her, they couldn't blame me. I was locked up. Yeah. Otherwise, I would have got the blame for that too. But it's just, you know what? If somebody's going to put something out there, they claim that they're thorough in their work, then they should put it out there correctly. Just like what you see now. What does that say? Certificate of release of federal tax lien.
That means it was satisfied.
It's satisfied. But Jeff didn't say that. Jeff went out and told everybody, I have a tax lien.
Yeah.
Then thank you. Thank you. But it's down. It's not even up.
Yeah. Well, he don't want to get in trouble for showing shit like that. I don't know if he could.
No, but he said he didn't put my address up there. But, you know, I wish somebody took a screenshot of it the way they did that for me. But they started seeing Jeff's game. Jeff will post something, then take it down. Post something, remove it. Just like he did with my Vinny Basciano video that I put out there. This was a personal video. Wasn't the prosecutors didn't have it, social media didn't have it, the public does not have it. He took it and posted it like it was his video.
Yeah.
Like, really? But I'm a scumbag, I'm a lowlife, I'm a piece of shit, I'm a con artist. What's that called?
Now Nadu says he wants to see you locked up in ADX.
Okay.
What do you think about that?
He's entitled to that. He's entitled to that. And you know what's ironic? When I spoke to the police officer said, I did my research, I looked at his videos, I looked at your videos, and there's no crime here. But you guys need to tone it down, calm down. I turned around and I mentioned, well, let me ask you a question. Did he tell you that he put my address up? Oh, and the officer's exact words, oh, he didn't tell me that. He forgot to mention that. I said, yes. Well, like I told the officer, I'll tell you, I'm not trying to be a smart ass or a wise ass. From my prosecutors to the FBI agents to the marshals. Anybody comes by my house that don't belong here, and I have cameras all over the place, I am going to leave them in the street. I'm going to leave them in the street, then call 911. And that's it. Because now you're risking my family. And, you know, that's not nice. That's not nice. Do you have a problem with me, Jeff, or anybody else? Come for me. I'm a big boy. I'll handle it. But putting my address out there, that's a no-no. That's a no-no.
So you're not going to use a nail gun, right?
I said I would like, it's more frustrations, but somebody like that, and I heard your show.
Yeah.
It's not going to be, you know what? I changed my life. Yes, the devil tempts me a lot, especially nowadays, because it could be easy like this. Violence for me in my past was normal. Was every day. I wouldn't care if I had a baseball bat somebody, smash somebody's teeth in, put a bullet in somebody. Yeah. It was normal for me. He keeps on pushing everybody, not saying, and I don't condone violence anymore, so I turn my life around. Listen, I'm human. I get upset. I get mad. Yes, there's times where I would like to do certain things. I know it's not right, but he just doesn't stop. Eventually, you keep on poking a bull. After 5 years or 2 years or a year, you're poking that bull every day, poking the bull every day. Then when the bull attacks you, then you throw up your hands. You see, that bull's an animal. The bull attacked me, but you didn't talk about poking the bull every day. You're antagonizing. You're playing with fire. You're going to get burnt eventually, whether it be me or somebody else out there. So I feel since Hippie orchestrated this or put the battery in his back, and somebody else told me Barney's paying too. And that it didn't come from my source, so I take light at that. So that's allegedly.
Yeah.
And I look at it like, okay, well, I'll mention it on the show, but I'm fair when I do speak. For them to start it, you know what? You want to open up Pandora's box? You want to try to discredit me? Fine. You could discredit me with factual stuff I'm okay with. But to start making up stuff and to come at me this hard, Jeff has an agenda. And somebody's giving him all this confidence. At first, I thought it was Joey Molino. Could still be Joey. I don't know. But I definitely know Hippie's involved. From what I was told, because what they basically told me is, Dom, look how soft the Mafia has become. This is a disgrace. and this is an older person. I have a lot of friends in the Bronx. I got people that sit down that's close, from Ralphie Balsamo to Ernie's kids to Ernie. You know, I'm from the Bronx. And anybody who's watching this show from the Bronx, if they're commenting, they'll tell you, no, Dom might, there's a lot of people that hate him, but there's a lot more people that love him up there. When I went up there this summer, I had people shaking my hand. Dom, we miss you. Oh, F them. You know, I mean, it's just.
Aren't you mad at Ernie?
What's that?
I thought you were mad at Ernie. Aren't you mad at Ernie?
I'm not mad at him. I was disappointed in him. Yeah. And I explained that last night about when I asked for $5,000 when I was in jail for a lawyer, and them send them word back with my uncle, things are tight. You know, you're a captain in the Genovese crime family. Things are tight. You joking? You know, so I'm not mad at him. And I was going to give him the respect not to bring anything out until he passed away. Just like I said with Quiet Dom. Wouldn't bring anything out because of the respect I do have for them. But you know what? You can't control Hippie. And so what? Well, you know what? You're not going to fight fair. I'm going to come out and expose. And that's it. I could care less from there. He has a lot more to lose than me at this point.
I have a lot of questions here. I just got to find some good ones to keep it flowing. Well, this is just like random stuff. Nadu says he's meeting with Jerry Capisci, and Capisci's going to pass the mantle on to him, to the mob genre.
And I'm the one losing my mind.
I mean, look, he was on Fox News the other day.
Yeah?
Yeah, he did like a little contributing Fox News affiliate type of thing about the El Mencho stuff going on in Mexico.
Okay.
So he is kind of like, you know, a legitimate streamer, no? Or podcaster or journalist, whatever you want to call it.
I think if Jerry Capisci gives it to anybody, it would be Cosa Nostra News, Ralph Scopo.
Okay.
It would be him.
Yeah.
Because Jerry, when I spoke to Jerry, Jerry has a high regard for him.
I just got a text message here from somebody. They said, hold on. Ask him if he knows a guy named Bobby J.
Bobby J. Not off the top of my head. From where?
From where? We'll see. They got to reply back. So let's get to the crypto coin. I want to know where'd you get the idea from to get involved to make a crypto coin? And can you tell us what happened with the first two launches of the OCN coin that you created?
Yes. The first launch went really well. We did good. We got it up to maybe a $16 million market cap. And for those of you who don't know, that's a market cap. It's a 10 times multiple. Liquidity, true liquidity, because then they'll have $15 million market cap and then a liquidity pool of, say, and I'm just giving an example, of 2 million. But if you look at the true liquidity, it was only about $780,000 in there. It almost went up to a penny. It was at 0.007, almost 0.008. So almost a penny. Had a really good launch. Everything was going well. And what happened was, on every coin, there's fees that come back to you, taxes.
Okay.
So my taxes, they set it up wrong. Instead of coming back in Solana coin, it came back in my own coin. So long and short of it is, now I would have to take the coin I'm receiving and sell the coin in the market, which will hurt the liquidity. It brings down the value. Now, if I got it back in Solana, no harm, no foul. I could sell the Solana. It doesn't affect my coin. It has nothing to do with my coin. So they set that up wrong. I lost maybe about, just in that transaction over the 7 months, we lost maybe about $500,000.
Wow.
Now, when the coin was at 0.007, I told, and I have, for my charity, it goes to the ambassador for anti-Semitism, Yehuda Kaplan, Rabbi Yehuda Kaplan, dear friend of mine, many years. I told him, I said, Yehuda, I have some money for you for charity. Where do you want it? He says, all right, let me get back to you. I'll let you know. By the time he got back to me, the coin was down to, say, 0.002. It dropped. People sold. I wasn't the one selling. So they sold, which everybody has the right to, buying and selling. I'm okay with that. When it came time to donate, I'm like, Yehuda, I hate to tell you, like, it's not there, but I gave you my word. I donated $5,000. And I told him, and I said, I'm telling you this, not for anything, but I took the money out of my pocket because I promised you. So I gave the donation. So now I'm talking to my team, and I'm going to back up a little bit. The reason why I started the coin, I know it's a taboo area, and I put in place an ecosystem. Crypto is the future. I wanted to be the first one out there with a Mafia coin, Mafia-themed coin, a face to the coin. All these other coins people hide behind. You don't know who owns them, who's really behind it. So I wanted to put my face to it and create an ecosystem, which we did. Shopping center. So if this phone's selling for $100, use cash, you could use, and if you decide to buy it with OCN, it'll be $70. I'll give it to you at cost.
Okay.
Because I wanted the coin to be used. We were coming out with, and we still are. We're just set back a while right now. But I had in mind coming out with a casino, online casino, fantasy world, which is another thing for OnlyFans. But this one with the women,
yeah,
we don't take 20%. They could keep it. We just want the transaction fees. That's it. So it would entice them to come on Fantasy World. And what better, Mafia? You have a casino, you have the girls, and then we'll do hard money loans, but not hard money prices, OCN quick loans. And then I have the gaming apps. We have Rise to Power. We're coming out with another app. Should be done in the next few weeks. But that's an ecosystem what I created. So I put a lot behind. It's not just the coin. I was creating a community. I was creating the ecosystem where my coin is going to be used. Because eventually my mindset, once we get everything going, it works, it's moving along, somebody's going to look to come on board and buy us out.
Yeah.
Now, during all this time, the other coin, EVCN, I mentioned, and I heard Jeff say he had no right. He didn't tell anybody why, he took money and bought the coin. Yes, I bought 5% of EVCN with my own money. I didn't use OCN money. I didn't trade OCN coins. I cash. We sent over, my partner and I, $50,000. We bought 5% into the guy's coin because we wanted to integrate to build. So to answer Jeff's, his stupidity, I have to call it, to say, well, Dominick's supposed to let everybody know. Not when it's my own money. And why would I tell people I'm buying into EVCN? At that point would take away from my coin because now I'll have people selling mine, buying that. So I kept it under the wraps until we had more stability, till we got up higher, till more of my ecosystem was created. So I didn't use any EVCN, OCN money or OCN coins. I didn't do a coin swap, cash. And I have the wire transfers as well. So, these people want to come out there and make false accusations. And what's ironic also, as soon as I came out with the coin, after we did the pre-launch or while we were doing the pre-launch, Jeff did a segment, and this is why I got mad at Mikey Scars. He's doing a segment about something else. 3 days later, somebody calls me, one of my followers, Dom, check out the video. Jeff is bashing your coin. I said, what are you talking about? Check it out. Halfway through his video, he sneaks it in because that's the type of guy Jeff is. He's a snake. Sneaks it in, and he turns, really, Dominick? A shit coin? You're robbing people. Wait, let me back up. I'm sorry. before he got into that, hey guys, we got Mikey Scars on. So Mikey typed. He said, yeah, Mike, good to see you too. Good to see you. As soon as he said that, he went on a tyrant about shit coin. I'm scamming people. I robbed this one. I'm a con artist. Really, Dominic? You know the rug pull. People beware. He's going to rug pull. After he went on for about 5 minutes of that, maybe even more, he turned around and tells Mikey, so Mikey Scars was on for his whole episode talking bad about me. Mikey Scars and I are supposed to be friends. We went on. I helped support him when he had his meet and greets. I went there. And Jeff says, yeah, Dom, you went there. You didn't pay for anything. Jeff, I paid for my own hotel room. I paid for my time, my gas, where I went out to Naples. Then I drove down to Miami. So what are you talking about, Jeff? No, Mikey picked up the food bills, wouldn't let me go in my pocket to buy drinks or anything. Cool, but I'm going to his event. I'm supporting him. I didn't get paid for it. Took time out of my day, 2 days. So with that, I expected a call from Michael, just to say, listen, he doesn't want to get involved. I respect that. But just say, Dom, I'm giving you a heads up. Jeff was talking. Check out the show. Please don't get me involved. Because, RJ has a good relationship with him. I respect that. But as a friend, you say you're a friend. We have a brotherhood from my former life. And you don't even give me a heads up. That's a scumbag move. Sorry. I'm calling it the way I see it. So with that, now I tell Lee. And now fast forward. Hey, Lee. Actually, Lee came to me. Lee's the guy who handles a lot
not
of
Lee Cole, just to be sure, not Lee Cole. We're gonna get to Lee Cole
not
later.
Lee Cole. Not Lee Cole.
Yeah.
So he says, Dom, listen, we're losing a lot of money here. You're never going to get any transaction, any of these fees. Let's do a relaunch. We'll revive the coin. We'll give it a new look, which they did. Nice new banner from the old look, and we'll get it going. So I said, I was leery. I said, you know what? You're right, because when they told me, Dom, you should have had $500,000 in fees with all the transactions back and forth, because you get a transaction fee for buying and selling. Think about it. We had true liquidity up to 780,000 with a market cap 15 million. It went all the way up, down, and back and forth. I should be making money on that. So I turned around and said, okay, let's do it. Are you sure? He says, yes. I'll screenshot everybody's wallet.
Mm-hmm.
I said, please be sure, because my name is attached to this. And right away, everybody's going to say I robbed everybody. I rug pulled. Make sure. Lee says, I have this. Now, in the interim, I always had CJ, some other people, Dom, you should lock the company coins. I'm not locking the company coins. You're damned if you do, you're damned if you don't. Because sometimes you lock a large amount of coins, 600 million coins, you lock it for 6 months. People, when they see the white sheet, the white paper, and that tells you about the coin, all the inner workings of the coin.
Yeah.
When that 6 months is up, or it's coming up where the coins are being released, a lot of people say, oh, let me sell my coin now, because they're going to start dumping coin. So you're damned if you do, damned if you don't. And I always told all my followers, I will not sell company coin. You don't have to worry about it. So this was a strategic move. I sold the company coin. That's why CJ went on and told Jeff that wallet should have been locked. He sold 170,000 worth. Yes, because we're doing a relaunch. They're going to correct the coin. So I told everybody. I went on after the fact. Now, again, you're supposed to tell everybody beforehand. Why? This way people start selling. Now I got to start from scratch. It doesn't know. I'm keeping the integrity of the coin. So we liquidate. I go on. I tell everybody, listen, here's why. Here's what we did.
Mm-hmm.
Don't worry. We have screenshot of everybody's wallets, what they're holding. We're going to do airdrops once we get the new coin minted, set up. So right now, if you're holding 10 million coins, once we're set up, you go online, go in our app, you request it, you match your wallet up, you get airdropped your 10 million coins back. And I told everybody it's going to be the same price, or it'll probably be higher, which it was. It was higher. What I did was with the liquidity pool, I didn't fully fund the liquidity pool, but we had it to go up higher. So I have about $30,000 left over on the side right now, which I'm glad I did, because I would have lost that too. What these lowlifes did, and one kid's name is Dane and the other Parker, they actually created 15 to 20 wallets and made it look like it came from the master sheet.
Okay.
And how we found out, I'm telling Lee, how is this possible? Like, where are these coins? Like, check. He's like, Dom, I hate to. This was maybe about, we got through the fourth wallet that sold. He's like, Dom, I don't know how to tell you this. Those wallets weren't part of the master sheet. So that's how they rug pulled it.
Wow.
So
these were employees, these guys? These were employees? Like, who's the Dan, whatever?
Dane, I have their real names. We're going to be...
and they worked for, like, the coin? Or they worked
for EVCN, every coin, the platform I went. They were behind it. They're the tech guys.
Yeah.
So they are just... It's going to come back. It's going to come back to them. But they're the only two that had access to the mint. And Lee.
Yeah.
Finally, they gave the key to Lee. I actually had to go down. When I spoke to somebody, I said, I want the key now. The key is like a token that you could do whatever you want with the coin. I want to act like I got very upset. Within about 30 seconds, I had the key. Lee had the key. So we shut everybody out, and that was it. But it was too late. So I told Lee, I said, listen, there's about 16,000 left in the liquidity pool, the true liquidity pool. I says, how many coins are they still holding? He says, Dom, I don't know. There's a lot of wallets they have left. So because I was going to say, the hell with it. I'll just put the money in. We have the extra money that I input. But then they'll just pull it out. I said, you know what, Lee? Just let us liquidate. At least we'll salvage 16,000. And we wound up salvaging maybe 13,000 out of it.
How much did those guys get away with? Those guys that scammed?
I would say, and there's no way to tell, but it could be anywhere from 80 to a little over 100,000.
Holy!
But at the same time, other people were buying too.
Yeah.
Wow. And then, to hear Jeff say, well, you said you were giving everybody their money. No, I said I was giving everybody their coin back. Their coin. I was there, and we were airdropping. So I don't know where he comes out with there's a scam, there's this, there's that. Where? I have all my wallets. I'm waiting for somebody to really challenge me, because I will show. I didn't even know my code to get into my wallet. I forgot it. And I was sitting on personally, I bought over 200 million coins. I was sitting on personally. And even when they were selling, I was buying because I wanted to keep it up. Because you know what? I pride myself. It's my reputation. I'm not going to rob anybody for a couple of $100,000, a couple of $1 million. It's not happening. I have too much to gain doing it the right way. I have too much on the line from my construction company to my medical company. It's not, I don't make money with YouTube. I come on, I enjoy it. I'm building a brand, from t-shirts to clothing to, we're coming out with gelato. I think the gelato's out. Public Supermarket in Florida just ordered, I think we stocked at 1.8 million gelatos.
What's it called?
What's it called? Don Gelato.
Don Gelato.
Don Gelato.
All right.
We have cookies and cream. I'm not sure if they went with Don Gelato, Dom Cicale, or Mafia Roundtable. Don Gelato.
Yeah. All right.
But this is a brand I'm building. I'm building a brand. I'm not going to screw it up. We have a lot of other things in the works. I have a lot of other companies looking for me to put my name on their products.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not going to, I'm going to ruin everything for a few $100,000. when the potential is so much greater with this crypto. So, and I knew this is a taboo subject. It's a bad area. And granted, a lot of people say, well, Dom didn't know what he was doing when he came into it. They're absolutely right. I trusted the wrong people.
Yeah.
I got screwed on this. I got screwed on that. But I take blame for it. And I'm going to make it right. We're going to do third time's a charm. And, you know, I'm going to learn from my mistakes. And if it doesn't make it after that, at least, you know what? I put the effort in. I did the honorable thing. And that was it. But to say I robbed people, I took money, I liquidated it and kept the money, that's all lies.
I just think it's like a misunderstood. It's like cryptocurrency is too new. It's too misunderstood. I don't even understand it really. But you seem to have a lot of faith in this, a lot of investment in it.
Listen, here's another point. Would I throw a Thanksgiving party, OCN Thanksgiving? Would I be donating money from OCN? I'm coming out of my pocket for the company. I mean, my Thanksgiving party was close to $10,000. If I'm robbing people, if I'm scamming, the scam already happened.
Yeah.
I'm going to go throw a $10,000 Thanksgiving party. I'm going to donate, I think, with the church, with charities. I donated another maybe $4,500 for OCN. If I'm scamming, where I only scammed a couple $100,000, I'm going to be throwing money back in. Like, come on. It's just common sense.
Fair enough. Let me see. And I think my boy Common's going to come on in a little bit. Common Sense.
Okay.
And he might have some questions for you too.
Yeah, listen, attack me. Come at me.
I think Jeff wanted to hop on too.
Jeff
wanted to come on too. He texted me. He said, "Drop a link."
No,
and I ignored him. I know.
No, Jeff. If Jeff, hey, listen, I'm the former mobster. Jeff is a nobody. Jeff couldn't even wipe the gum off my shoe. Jeff wants to do something. It's one-on-one, face-to-face on my channel, and I'll make sure he's in a secure place.
Yeah,
I'll make sure he's secure. I'll pay for everything. But he's coming face to face.
Oh, you mean real face to face?
Real
like
face
in person,
to face.
In person.
Oh yeah,
okay.
no, there's going to be, because I want to see him act the same way he does, the way we're, through Zoom, through this, interacted through computers. I want to see all his actions. I want to see his aggressiveness. That I'm a scumbag. I want him to use that profanity and that potty mouth to my face. Let's see if he has the balls. He doesn't. He doesn't. A man that gets slapped in front of a ton of people and does nothing is not a man. Sorry. It's just the way it is. Whether you're a civilian or not. That's another thing. Jeff says he's a civilian. Why you put any civilian in their right mind will never poke the bear. And it's not only me. From A-Light to Sammy to Gene to everybody. There's a lot of people. That takes him out of the realm of being a civilian. And like one of you guys said, I think it was Common. Jeff is an associate. But Jeff says, no, he's not. You start interacting with wise guys. You start doing things where you have their number. You are an associate, Jeff. But Jeff, I'm the victim. I'm just a civilian. That doesn't work here. He just texted me right now. He said, I will absolutely accept a debate live. Let me know when. Whenever we could do it this weekend. All right. We could do it this weekend. Fly down to Florida. I'll pay for the trip and we'll set it up. We'll set it up in a hotel, wherever you want to go, wherever you feel safe. So that's just him talking. I'll bet you right now he doesn't come. He does not come. He will not show. I don't know if he says, I don't want his money. He needs it a lot more than me. Okay. That's what Jeff said. He's right. I do. Jeff, can I borrow 50,000? Shit, I need 50,000 right now. That's all talk. That's all grandstanding. That's all he's about. Okay.
Oh, here we go. So Nadu says you sent a private investigator to sit on him outside of his house.
Really? Really? Anybody with common sense, I'm going to send an investigator to sit outside his house. No, again, that's another lie. That's another lie. What I did say was I'm going to have my investigator file for a Freedom of Information Act and with the Lancaster Police Department and get those 911 tapes that purported Jeff made the phone call with Joey Molino. And I also said I have my investigator scrubbing the internet, getting all dirt on Jeff, finding out about Jeff. Why would I have an investigator sit outside his house? So you know what, Jeff? I'm sure Jeff has the Ring camera. Some pull-up footage. Yeah. Because if somebody's sitting outside your house, wasn't my investigator. I'm not going to waste my money sitting out. Think about it. It's not like he's running a drug den or he's doing something illegal that they're doing surveillance.
Yeah.
Why am I going to have him sit? For what reason is he going to sit outside the house? Think about it.
The guy pissed you off. Well, okay, so what's the one thing?
What sense does it make? What's he doing sitting there?
I don't know.
So he sat out there. He didn't ask Jeff any questions. He didn't try to go to Jeff. He's just sitting there watching.
He's investigating. So what's okay? Out of all the things that Jeff has said to you to piss you off, what's the number one thing that irked you the most? What's the one thing that really burns your ass about what he says?
I would just say calling me a scam artist, a con artist. I'm not a scammer. Look at all my charges. Never had Ponzi scams, never scammed people out of money. That's not my style. I've always lost money when I went to ventures with everybody. Now, there's going to be people that are disgruntled that might say, I lost this. Yeah, okay, you lost this. What about legal fees I got stuck with? What about trucking fees I got stuck with? What about warehouse fees I got stuck with? What about shipping fees I got stuck with? Like, you forget. What about travel fees? We did ventures in other countries, put up a couple $100,000. You didn't put up anything, so you didn't have it. So, yeah, if I took money over here out of A, the money we made, it's to offset all the expenses. So, wait, I'm supposed to pay for all the expenses and you just get profit? Life doesn't work that way. So, there'll be people that are disgruntled about that, but, I'm fair. I'm very, very fair. Always was, always will be. Maybe too fair to a fault. So I take that personal. When somebody's lying and saying I scammed, I robbed people, I robbed my grandmother, it bothers me tremendously when somebody makes up lies on lies. Just like my grandmother. He testified he robbed his grandmother. That's a lie. Pull up the transcripts.
So, what up, Common?
Hey, what's going on, guys? How are you? What's up, Smoke? Dom, nice to meet you. How are you?
Hey, Common, pleasure's all mine.
Sure, yeah, I've been listening to the show going on and trying to follow some of these comments. It seems like a lot of people got a lot of stuff to say, but I don't think many people understand how crypto works. And I'll be the first person to admit I don't understand everything. I just had a question regarding, the money that you invested in. How much money did you lose yourself investing in this, if any?
Oh, I'd say easy $500,000. But I don't look at it as a loss because we're coming back out with it. So I'm going to give it another shot. Remember, I did 2 shopping carts, 2 shopping centers, 2 websites because I didn't like the way the first one was done. So I dropped money there. The gaming app. We're doing another gaming app. We have the travel center. We did I went out to Dubai on occasions. And you know what? People talk about that too. Jeff passed another statement with Dubai. I told everybody. And I watch my words because my famous words are to my audience. Guys, here's what we're looking at. I signed an MOU for $5 million, which I did. Signed. But I don't count on the money till it hits the bank account. That's what I always say, even in life. I know it for regular business. You never count on anything till the funds are in your account.
Right.
So to say I wasn't out in Dubai, who paid for those trips? Twice I had to go out there, over $20,000. Just tickets alone are close to $20,000. Not to mention hotel, food.
Well,
and that came out of my pocket. It didn't come out of OCN. I didn't sell coin to go there.
So my question is, just to make things clear, when you're saying that you lost $500,000, you're not talking about you lost $500,000 in the coin itself. You lost.
No, I'm talking about cash.
Yeah, well, I'm talking about investment in the coin itself. That's what I'm talking about, loss wise.
Yeah, $500,000.
Let's say that,
$500,000 setting up the coin, minting it, buying coin. You know, I bought a lot of coin to keep the value up. As people are selling, I'm buying.
Yeah, so I had when I was talking to Nadu the other day on Smoke Show, he was making claims regarding something about you making $4 million because the person he was speaking to claimed that the market cap, you know, was $9 million or whatever.
All right, let me comment here. I'll give you a simple version of it.
Well,
you have a market cap. No, we were up to 15, 16 million market cap.
But that's because what I wanted to ask you, and you could get into that, is how many coins were in total in the coin, and how many were actually available to be sold on the market?
Okay, you have to go look at the white sheet. It gives a breakdown of everything. What we did was we launched 400 million coins in the pre-sale, sold out. We generated $153,000. That went into the liquidity pool. There was 600 million coins into the company, weren't being touched. There was another 600 million coins in the gaming app, Rise to Power. So right there, you have 1.6 billion coins.
Yes.
There was 75 million coins that were going to the influencer program. So that left us 325 million coins for the open market.
So there was 2 billion total.
Yes. What happened was, and the guy who he had on, CJ, kept on telling me, Dom, you have to lock the company coins. I'm not locking the company coins. And we would argue. We'd go back and forth.
I think that guy said you had bots too in that.
Yeah, we did have bots.
Okay.
We did have bots. And bots keep, you know what? Bots are selling $10, $20, buying it. It keeps the volume. It keeps momentum. Everybody bots it out. There's nothing illegal with bots. It's not like they're buying 50,000 in coins, selling 20. No. They're small bots. They just keep the movement going, that the volume goes with the coin. There's even bots now. Once a coin starts and it starts fluctuating, you'll get other people sending bots in. They make money off of that.
Right.
But we were doing it to keep the volume going. And again, I don't have to lie. I didn't do anything wrong.
So from my understanding, when I was looking into this, because I wanted to get, educated on it so I could understand the numbers and what was claiming and what was actually going on. Because when I actually looked into it and I looked over the actual trading volume of the coin between the first original launch and the second original launch, the market cap, I think the first time was only $70-something thousand. And I think the last time before it crashed was like 30,000, which is a huge discrepancy between the 6 or 9 million that you're speaking about earlier, right?
Okay, here, and I'll explain it to you.
I understand it because there's a difference between the total supply of the coin, the total supply and the actual circulating amount. And that money that you're talking about, when people hear, $6-9 million, to people that don't know, they're thinking that coin's value was actually $6 or $9 million. Like, that's not true. It was only.
Let me tell you something. There's two liquidities they show. When you have a $15 million market cap, that top liquidity might say $3 million. The true liquidity is on the bottom. Our true liquidity on the first coin was only about it was $780,000. The true liquidity. That's all that could come out. So if everybody sold, all that could come out $780,000, not 10 million, not 3 million.
Yes. Yeah, exactly. And I think that's where people get confused when they hear these numbers and stuff and think that you made all kinds of money off of this.
And if Jeff is that confused, he shouldn't be passing statements. As somebody out there on social media having a big platform, the largest platform in the genre, shouldn't be out there passing bad information to the public.
Well, that's
slander.
Well, that's kind of why I was asking him on the show if he actually understood if that was actually true or not, because I had a hard time believing that, you know, and it's no knock to you, but I had a hard time believing that some meme coin that was generated on a channel that, you know, even if you have 100,000 people or whatever, would raise $6 to $9 million on a coin or something. I thought that was ridiculous.
Yeah, no, I would love it. I would wish if it raised 6 to 9 million, I would have had a market cap of over $100 million.
Yeah, exactly, because that's the projected value because of people. Yeah, exactly. So
Correct.
I think that's where a lot of the confusion comes from. So do you feel? My question to you, I guess, is that do you feel that you were scammed, that they committed fraud on you, the people you're involved with? Like, what's your take? Like, where do you stand on this right now to the people that say, well, no, you scammed these people, the guys you were with took this money and you had to know about it? What's your response to that?
The first coin, no, not at all. The first coin, and CJ knows very well, and I have text messages to back it. On the first coin, I would tell CJ, hey, could you look up this wallet? Somebody sold a bunch. Somebody sold a bunch. If I'm selling, why am I going to, the people say deflection. I have all my wallets. So if somebody wants to challenge me, whether it be caught or put their money where their mouth is, so I'll wager anybody. Wasn't me. But CJ and I, where we had our argument, he wanted me to lock the liquidity on the company coin and the gaming coin. And I said, no. We got into it back and forth. I said, don't tell me what to do with my money. This is my money, my company. You have no investment in, and you sold your coin. So that's where we got heated.
Right.
So when I told Lee to liquidate the coin, we'll do a relaunch, because the reason why we did you weren't on, Common, but I explained it. Reason why we did the relaunch, my fees were coming back in the coin. So instead of it coming back in Solana, where, okay, I might get $10,000 in fees in Solana, I could sell it. It doesn't affect my coin. Or I could pay my marketing with the Solana. They sell it. It doesn't affect my coin. It was coming back in OCN. So I'm stuck. I didn't want to sell it because I sell it. I'm pulling liquidity from my coin. So I told Lee, I said, pull it. On the company wallet, we got about $170,000. There was only maybe about 260,000 left in there when he pulled it. 230, 220. I'm not sure the exact numbers, but I remember him saying we pulled out all our coin. We got maybe about $180,000 out. And that's when CJ said, you rug pull. CJ, mind your business. Number one, you told me you sold your coin. So what is it to you? We're doing a new coin. We're going to mint it properly. So the fees will come back correctly, because, again, and I mentioned this earlier, I lost about $500,000 in fees that I should have made when the coin went all the way up to a $15 million market cap. All the trades for the 7 months, the buys and sells, I didn't make the fees I should have made because it was coming back in my own coin. So I couldn't sell it. I kept the coin. So I didn't want to take away from the liquidity. So the second time around, we set everything up. We sent people their airdrops. We gave them their airdrops. So how could he say, I robbed people when we were given the airdrops? What happened was a guy, Dane and Parker, they're the ones who minted the coin. All of a sudden, I'm like, Lee, who's selling? Like, we started the coin, I think I sent them 110,000. They put 98,000 in the liquidity pool. I'm like, where? Like, who's selling the coin? He looked at the wallets. He's like, Dom, these wallets weren't on our master sheet and they got airdropped coins. So they made extra wallets and put coin in there. And they're the ones who brought it down. Not knowing how many they had. When we were down to about 16,000, I told Lee, just pull it. We'll do another launch. I'll go on it. But I take responsibility for that. That's my fault. That's why I'm doing a third launch. And mind you, I have 2 gaming apps coming out. We have a fantasy world, a casino we're looking to do. We just have to check the regulations. OCN quick loans. We have the shopping center. There's a lot I have.
How many loans are you giving out? How much are the loans?
We're doing small loans, anywhere from $25 to $500, and they're basically quick loans. They have to be paid back within, I think, 4 to 8 weeks. But again, we have to go through the license. Every state's different. So the lawyers are working on that. I got a lot in legal fees, doing things right. Even the casino, we have to do things right. There's ways around it to do it properly. I have too much invested because we created such an ecosystem to support the coin. So I told everybody, just wait, take your time, be patient. We're going to do a third launch. I'm going to put my money in. I held back about $30,000 that should have been in the second liquidity pool, which I'm glad I did. With the $16,000 I recovered, that's about, say, $50,000. So I'm going to throw maybe another $100,000, $150,000 new liquidity pool. We'll get it going again. But if it doesn't work the third time, it wasn't because the lack of trying. But I see a big, big upside potential. With the first Mafia coin, we proved to the people we're not rug pulling because for the third time out. And there's a tremendous upside because if this thing clicks with our ecosystem, we just created something that hasn't been created in the crypto industry. I mean, I put a lot of time, money, headache, heartache into this. So I'm going to give it another shot. I owe it to my fans. I owe it to people that invested. I owe it to family members. I owe it to my friends. I owe it to myself.
You have a lot of faith in this thing. Let's say it doesn't work.
Well, low life comes on and talks out of the other side of his mouth, saying I scam people, I'm a thief, I rug pull. And he started when on the first launch, when I mentioned I'm coming out with a coin, I have to hear, really, Dominic, a shit coin? You hit the low. You're going to rob people now. Whoa, where'd this come from? We just did a pre-launch. You're talking about me robbing people? That's somebody who's jealous, envious, has nothing in life because people shouldn't. That's dangerous. Put it that way. You shouldn't do things like that. But Jeff's not a nice person. He's not well liked at all. And, you know, at the end of the day, I don't even think he likes looking at himself in the mirror. I know I wouldn't looking like that.
Okay. Is the audio any better? I just connected to my AirPods. I'm just making sure there was feedback. I think it was me.
Yeah, I can hear you.
You're good.
Okay. Okay. Sorry about that. Yeah. My question is the way that you're explaining this, because I'm still kind of on the fence about this. I'm a little bit confused. Like when you said that you understood, you know, the issues that people were having with the coin and the fake wallets that were allegedly going on. You said that there was $180,000 left, and you pulled that so the coin didn't crash completely. But that $180,000 had to be coming from people who invested in the coin, right?
No. You got it mixed up. That $180,000 came from the first coin. The first coin. The second coin only had $98,000 in the liquidity pool.
Okay, so that's what I was wondering.
Yeah, no, you're getting the coin. And even Jeff, he put up a thing. Look, he showed a chart. But he didn't tell the viewers that was the chart from the first coin after we pulled it. We took all the liquidity out.
Yeah, I saw that, yeah.
Jeff's a master at that. He, you know, and listen, it's just disgusting what he does. It's disgusting. He should be banned from YouTube, really, with the content he puts out, the false info, just like with the IRS stuff he put out. Chris put it up here. The IRS papers. It was a satisfaction. Satisfaction. That's a satisfaction. Certified release. Certificate of release for federal tax lien. But Jeff made everybody believe I have a current tax lien.
Yeah, I didn't think that was right. I heard about that. Now, I questioned, I don't know if you heard the show or not, but I questioned
I heard
about
it.
that.
I heard it, and I respect that. Listen, if I did something wrong, come at me. As long as it's truthful, I'll say I did it. Just like when you asked about the bots. What did I say? Yes. I'm not going to lie. And you know what? I could have said no. You can't track anything with crypto. Good luck. Good luck. Try tracking wallets, who the owners are. You can't.
Well, there's a lot. There's another thing too. A lot of the fraud that happens with these meme coins, especially, is people creating fake wallets, fraudulent wallets.
Yeah,
and it's very easy to do.
The not the owners. I'm sorry. The mint. The people that minted created fake wallets that I didn't know. That's where it got compromised on the second coin. The second coin. First never got compromised. It
So
was just the taxes was set up wrong.
So my question is the one thing I wanted to ask you is that when you were talking about the reason why you didn't want to lock the wallets, I think you said, if I heard that straight.
Yes.
What is the reason? What is the reason for not doing that? And is that something that you're going to do moving forward? So this isn't able to happen again? Is that what you're saying?
Okay, so what we're talking about on the first coin, CJ mentioned, and you know what? CJ Sharp, he knows the crypto game. But I look at things and I'm not my way or the highway type of guy. That's why I was always successful. I listen to people. If it makes sense and I can't poke holes in it, I'm going to go with it. However, CJ wanted me to lock 1.2 billion coins, lock it for 6 months.
Okay.
It'll make people feel safe. Yeah, you're right, CJ. Now, you as an investor, say if you have 20,000 invested into the coin, right? You know 1.2 billion coins are going to be unlocked in the next 2 weeks. When people hear that, now I stock trade, so I know. What are you going to think is going to happen when these 1.2 billion coins get released into the market?
Price is going to drop.
Why? Because I'm going to sell. So what are you going to do as a holder of the coin before my coins become unlocked? You're going to sell.
You're going to sell. You're going to pull out.
That's the reason why. And I told CJ, I told everybody else, I won't sell the coins. So when I did sell them, and we sold them with the intent, and I did it to do a relaunch. So I didn't sell it to keep the money. I sold it to do a relaunch because my fees were set up wrong. So I can never make money. The way they set it up, I can never make money off my fees. I can make it. It comes back in my coin. But by me selling my coin back in the market to get the cash, I'm dead. I'm hurting my coin. So they were supposed to set it up. It comes back in Solana. They didn't. So let's redo it. That's why we did the launch, the second launch, the relaunch. And then during the relaunch, again, they set it up right. We got maybe about $5,000-$6,000 in fees during this little 2-month period. And that goes into marketing. So now the coin pays for itself for my marketers, my influencers. I use that money, the tax, for that. And what happened was it got compromised. The two guys that minted the coin, they created fake wallets. They created coin that they should have never had.
So how do you fix that moving forward then? Why should people
moving forward? Lee right now knows the ins and outs, how to mint the coins, how to get everything started. So I'm just going to have Lee handle it. And like I told everybody, I'm going to do it. Listen, I learned from my mistakes. So Lee's going to do it. I'm going to put up some more money out of my pocket to get the coin back to where it was. And then we'll take it from there. Now, everybody that I send the coin to on the new airdrops, so if you were still holding 10 million coins, you'll get 10 million coins back. Everybody who's not the company, aside from the company, even my own personal coins that I bought that will be coming back to me, I'm locking everybody's wallets. The only wallets that are not going to be locked is the company wallet. So that'll for 6 months. So everybody, I know I have stability at least for 6 months. It gives me enough time to build everything else out to get the thing going. And I know it'll never go below that level because everybody's wallet's locked. And that's what since I'm putting extra money into it, I'm doing the right thing. I want to be insured. I have at least 6 months to get it going. And I think that's fair all the way around.
What about those guys that ran off with the $100,000 though? What happens?
I'm going to expose them.
Yeah.
I'm going to expose them. I don't know them. I never met them.
Oh,
everything's through. Yeah, we never met them.
Yeah.
So what you're saying right now is that the people that had already put in money that invested into the coin, even though I don't know, I guess it's crashed at this point, correct? I mean, it's not.
Yeah. No, we pulled the liquidity out. Yes.
So what happens to all those people that invested already previously that lost money?
They didn't lose any money yet. Because they're going to be airdropped. So if you had 10 million coins now it's worth nothing. We have a screenshot. We have a master sheet. When we do the third launch, you're going to be airdropped the coins, just like we did the second launch.
Oh, okay. I got you.
Yeah, so I'm going to give them back their coin. Like they're going to have the new coin with the value, though. There's going to be liquidity in it this time.
So with the relaunch, basically, you're hoping obviously that the price and the value is going to go back up as long as people come back and reinvest in it, and you're backing it with these new changes that you've made previously that you fucked up on.
Yeah, I think so. I think so because we're putting the ecosystem in there as well. We have a good ecosystem, and we haven't even tapped into the crypto world yet. That's the best part of it. We had success without even going into the crypto market heavy. I didn't have crypto influencers.
Do you have a way? Obviously, for the people for the naysayers just listening for the sake of this, do you have any way of proving that these people committed any type of fraud or stole this money?
Absolutely.
Okay.
I could show you the fake wallets that weren't even on the master sheet.
Oh, okay. Right.
The only two people that could make them were the guys who minted it.
I understand what you're saying because I think there's a lot of people that are making.
They didn't buy it. They didn't buy it. A fake wallet bought it. No, they got airdropped. So airdrops only went to people who were on the master sheet. So how could 15, 20 wallets be airdropped coins that weren't on the master sheet? The only one who could create those wallets that were airdropped is the guy who created the coin, who minted it.
Yeah, I mean, playing devil's advocate moving forward. I mean, I understand, relaunching the coin, right, and only putting out or giving the people the coins back that are in their wallets. You said you're going to airdrop them to them, right?
Correct.
And obviously moving forward, you're probably going to have the same, because what I see happening with a lot of these meme coins is that most of them are held by the person that owns them, and only maybe like 10 or 20% of the total amount of coins ever are in circulation. So what people are concerned about, and that's why it's such high risk, high reward, is that, like you were talking about before, at what point, if you have 2 billion coins, let's say, and only you're allowing 300 million of them to be traded, how does anybody feel secure moving forward that those coins aren't going to be diluted over time and dumped back into that market to be sold, driving the price back down? Like,
well, put it this way: between the gaming app, you have 600 million locked into a gaming app, 600 million in the company. That's 1.2 billion. So we have 800 million on the open market.
But if those games don't make money and people don't go on there and use them, that they're really not worth anything, though. That's the issue.
No, they could go. No, it's put in there so people can mine the coins. So as you're playing the game, you're earning slivers of coin. So after 2 months, you might have 20, 30 coins. So eventually, if it goes up to listen, I'm just using this number. If it goes up to $1, you just made $30. You could do whatever you want with the coins. You could cash them out. Keep them, sell them, do what you want. It was made because I make the money off the game through the advertisement in the game. But
that's what I'm saying, though, is that in order for you to get ad revenue, people have to be playing the game and generating money from somewhere. But if that's what I'm saying,
you play a game, though, knowing you could get free money, not doing anything, having fun, just a game that you just hit and you're at the airport, you play the game, you're making money.
Yeah.
And but this is the thing I don't understand. If the game is free, then why would the advertisers pay you when they're not making money off of that game? I don't understand that.
Because the advertisers are putting their commercials up for promotion. So if you have a million people playing the game and a thing come for Nike goes past, they damn, I like that sneaker. They go off, they buy it. It's advertisement.
Right.
It's advertisement. The more people using, the more advertisers you have on there. And that's the way we set it up through Apple and Google.
Gotcha. I don't know. Yeah, I guess that's the part that I'm just confused. I just don't understand where that amount of money is going to come in to drive that coin's value back up based off of ads. I don't know what the agreement is, though.
If we created a internal ecosystem where you're buying clothes. Listen, again, this phone sells for $100. Use OCN coin, you pay $70. What are you going to do? You're going to go online, let me get OCN and pay $70. But I get the transaction fees and people are using the coin. So I don't care if people are buying and selling the coin because I'm making money off transaction fees. And the coin is being used. It's circulating. If you know you could get a savings on travel, if you could save $25, $50 in a hotel for a weekend by using OCN, you're going to use OCN. Let me use OCN. I have a wallet. Let me switch it out, buy it with the crypto. We pay them the cash. We get the crypto. Like, I'm okay with that, but we get the transaction fees.
But other companies are doing this. Like, have you seen?
Nobody's doing this yet.
Nobody's doing this.
No, that's why I created. I have a vision. Listen, if it works, it works. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. But every which way, I'm giving people an out to save money and at the same time use my coin.
Yeah, I'm just being fair.
There's a lot to
looking
it.
at it from outside looking in. There's a lot.
I bang my head a lot with this.
Well, it just seems to me, just being honest, it seems to me that there's a lot of what ifs behind it, and that's just going to be hard to really get the valuation of the coin coming up unless all these things occur down the road. You know what I mean?
Listen, there's a lot of what ifs. Look at Facebook. What if? What if? They're investing billions, hundreds of billions of dollars in AI. What if? But that's life.
How long do you expect to see like a return on all this? Like, how long do you expect it to be like successful, and how long do you expect it to take? I'm sorry.
The new launch, maybe I want to say at least 3 months by the time we get everything in order, get it out, clean everything up. And then after that, I would say I would like to see it within a year that we start seeing some traction. I know it's going to take some time. Promotions, it's going to take a lot of promoting, putting it out there. If it hits, it's massive. If it doesn't hit, give it a shot.
So let's say it doesn't hit for the third time. What are you going to do? You're going
to say, guys, I tried. It wasn't for lack of effort. Yeah. That's it.
Well, I guess that's something that, I don't know, maybe there should be a warning, with people just that are listening to this or might be, wanting to invest or possibly looking into it in the future, whatever, is that people have to understand that this is almost like, penny stocks in a way. It's high risk, high reward at the end of the day.
Correct.
I don't think anybody should be taking any money that they're counting on or they need on to put in here.
No, absolutely. And I tell my viewers, I tell them, guys, if number one, I'm not a stockbroker, I'm not a financial advisor, I'm not licensed in anything, I'm a convicted felon. That's first and foremost. Invest, if you're gonna put money in, $5, $10, $1, something. You never know. Look at Bitcoin. It started out at 0.004. 0.004, not even half a penny.
Yeah.
Look at it now. So if you invested $1 back then, you'd have a couple of $100,000 right now.
Yeah.
So,
well, the Bitcoin thing's different though, because that's like blockchain technology and it's secured.
But it wasn't different when it came out.
No, I understand that, and
Right.
that's the whole thing. That's the whole thing is that eventually over time people started. A coin is only worth what people say it is because the intrinsic value on there really there's nothing really backing it. But what you're saying is that you are in a way because you're backing it with the shopping programs or by the game and stuff like that. So it's not like these other coins where people are just driving up the price artificially and it's not backed by anything.
I forgot the NFTs also. We have a team to do the NFTs. So that's another thing. Listen, look at our dollar. Look at the dollar bill.
I was just going to bring that up because at the end of the day, $1 is only worth as good as the government is. If the government collapses, that $1 worth
exactly.
Right.
Now, if you're talking about gold, silver, those are tangible commodities.
Yeah, physical assets.
Right. The dollar's a piece of paper. Print another $5 trillion.
Right.
That's to me is the biggest joke.
Well, we saw that when Iraq fell after Saddam Hussein, all that money that they had, people were worth millions. It was worth shit. They went broke because it was just a piece of paper because the government was done. So exactly. I understand what you're trying to do. I guess my whole thing with the way Jeff was going about it is that, he was kind of making claims. And in my opinion, I don't think he understood exactly what went on, which is why I kind of confronted him about it. And I also didn't like the fact that he started taking things personally. I mean, it's one thing I heard when you came on, you were talking about, people sharing views, and he claims that the only reason you even have a channel is because of him. And if he never sent this people over to you and he ended his show tomorrow, that your channel for some reason would disappear.
Okay, so wait. Let me ask you something then.
It's ridiculous.
Jeff is on his own channel saying I bought all my subs then. Which is it? Did I buy my subs or are they your subs? Which is it, Jeff?
I agree with you 100%.
You know, Jeff is delusional. Jeff needs help. To me, and I'm not here to bash Jeff, but he's a piece of shit. I'm sorry. That's just the way it is. He's a piece of garbage to come on and slander, put out false information. He took my personal video of Vinny Basciano at my daughter's birthday, birthday, and put it out there that it was his video. YouTube had him take it down. Facebook had him take it down, but he'll put it back up. That's just Jeff. That's a lowlife. That's a scumbag. That's a scumbag. That video did not come from public domain. The prosecutors didn't have it. The government didn't have it. That was my personal video. And he put it up, the entire video, that it was his. Got over 100,000 views.
I had a problem. I don't know if you heard the part about it, but I actually caught him taking Jerry Capicci's entire article he did on Gene Gotti from 5 years ago and then claiming it was his own work and giving him no credit for it, which I want to make clear again because I did a show on it. And Jeff, I know you're probably listening. You did lie to everybody that was listening. So I highly doubt he'll come on and admit that or make it right, but I showed it.
He'll never make it right. He'll never make it right. Because he has zero integrity. You know, and that's another thing. He says, Dom, you have honor. You ratted on your friends. You know what, Jeff? And I'm the only one out of every rat that'll say I took the coward way out. No, Sammy won't say that. Michael won't say that. Gene won't say that. A-Light, I'm the only one who says it because that's true. Nobody ever twisted my arm to become a captain. Nobody twisted my arm when all the money was coming in, all the accolades. I should have did my time like a man. But at the end of the day, I was tired. I was tired of being used, abused. Boss wears a wire. The other boss is talking about me killing people. Why? You're talking about stuff you're not supposed to mention, period. I wouldn't care if Jesus Christ came down off the cross and said, hey, did you kill that guy? What are you talking about? Knowing I could get arrested. What are you talking about? I don't know what you're talking about. You never admit that to anyone. That's rule. That's the first rule in the mafia. It's the first code of the streets. No, once you get away with a murder, never gets discussed. Zero.
Right. Yeah, that's something I had I would totally agree with you, but I mean, Basciano had to be kind of put in a hard spot considering that nobody at the time knew that Messina was obviously cooperating and wearing a wire.
No, but you don't tell the boss that. Basciano didn't tell about the 12 bodies he put down.
Yeah, no, I understand that. So that's what I'm saying. It's kind of like almost like a catch-22.
And
I agree
remember, our murders were not sanctioned.
Can you put up, Gunsmoke, can you put up that comment by Trent? He says, in Jeff's defense, he was only going by the numbers that were available of the coin market. No. I called Jeff out for this, and it's a specific reason that I asked him because Jeff doesn't understand crypto and how it works because the numbers he was putting out, he didn't understand. He thought that 6 to 9 million meant that Dom pulled in $6 or $9 million from people investing. He didn't understand that that's just a projected amount of money if all the coins were sold that day and in circulation. That's not the actual value or money that got taken in from people buying the coin.
You should not be making defamatory statements if you don't know what you're talking about.
I agree 100%.
Because you're slandering me now. You're slandering. My businesses sometimes they run because of getting loans from construction to medical. You know, you run short on cash. Do you know it came back to me already? Dom, we can't fund you. I'm like, why? My credit's good. I've never missed a payment. Millions and millions of dollars. Never been late, never missed a payment. Well, there's stuff going on the internet that you scam people.
Oh, wow.
Could you believe that?
Well, that's
stuff on the internet. So he's taking this where if it was true, I'm a big boy. You know what? I did it. I have nobody to blame but myself. But when you don't do something and you build your new life and you get to a certain level and somebody comes out to make defamatory statements to harm you, to take you down on a different outside of this bullshit YouTube genre, that's dirty. That's not nice. So Jeff, he's doing things that are illegal. He talks about rats. He can't stand rats. He's a fucking rat himself. I want to see Dominick do life. Yeah, I passed the comment. I would like to do this. I would like to do that to Jeff. Why? He put my address up there. But then he took it down, just like he did with the tax lien. Took it down. You can't find it anymore. But my people now got smart. They did a screenshot of it, and they sent it to me. So I was able to provide it to you guys. But go search for it. It's not there anymore. But Jeff wants to claim he's the victim. It's everybody else. Dominick's the killer, the lowlife. He robs his grandmother. He does this. You might as well say I took it up the ass, too, at this point. He said everything else.
Well, he's in the chat, and he just made a comment and said, then sue me. He's waiting. Yeah, this is the type of shit that he says. Yeah.
What am I going to sue? His personal friends told me Tommy has nothing to go after. He has nothing to go after. But you know what? Let Jeff talk his tough talk. He said he's going to do a one-on-one with me face-to-face. I'll bet anything he never shows up. He would shit his fucking pants. He would shit his pants right in front of me, one-on-one.
Somebody has a question here in the chat, and they're asking, they say, it's a Mob Facts. He says, what bank goes off YouTube videos and social media posts for a credit rating?
Put your money where your mouth is, because they do checks. They look at things. It's a different time this day and age. I don't have to lie. I don't have to fabricate. That, you know what I'm doing right now? I have them giving me the names of the lending companies, and I'm going to subpoena why they denied me. Why they denied me.
Fair enough.
It'll come out in time. I have no reason to lie. I have no reason. You know, everybody, Jeff will say, oh, look how crazy he is. I am speaking facts. This is what happened. And I will be able to back it. You know what? At the end of the day, the attorneys are well aware of everything. I keep them in the loop because I get frustrated now. I get frustrated. But at the end of the day, it's just amazing what this guy gets away with, what he does to people. Just for views. He's worried about views. Listen, it's mind-blowing. Oh, and to say, I posted his getting taken to court by where he was renting his house from, or his apartment. He owed, I think, $3,500 for not paying rent.
I think he said 4,000 or something like that, yeah.
Okay. Could be 4,000 with fees and everything. But when I had the paperwork, then he said, but they didn't evict me. I've never, and I have a lot of rental properties. I had to evict people. When you take them to court,
that's
and
part
the
of the
judge
eviction
issues,
process.
you have to pay this. I don't tell the person, okay, you can still stay here. Get out. So I can't see. Yeah, they probably gave him 15 days to get out of the premises. So
depends where you live.
I wasn't evicted. I left. Okay.
It could take 6 months in some places to do that.
However long it took,
right.
He owed money for rent. And there's a lot of other things I pulled up that are coming out. All the monies he owes with liens and whatnot. So you shouldn't throw stones or try to fabricate things on other people that aren't true. Just like my federal tax lien. Did I owe? Did one of my companies owe? And actually it was like 90-something thousand. Yes, but that was paid off in 2024. So you didn't put it up. He makes it sound like here's what I owe right now. Look at the hole Dominick's in. You know, it's just not nice. You don't have to fabricate. He could have told the truth. Dominick owed in 2024, so he had a tax lien, but he did satisfy it.
Well, the other thing I have a problem with, more or less, and I tried explaining this to Jeff, is that, you know, he runs a channel, a YouTube channel, and he claims that it's he calls it the Sit Down, a Mafia history podcast or crime history podcast. And it's one thing if you're going to come on here and you're going to put yourself out there as some type of historian or journalist or reporter. But then when he goes and he starts making things personal and says shit like, you know, I'm trying to get the guy locked up. I want him to die in ADX prison because of something you did 25 years ago. That's where he loses the argument and the shit that he does on here that I don't agree with. And I don't like what he does at all. And I've said this to him before. And I don't understand why he's so invested in coming after you personally, which is why I believe you feel as though somebody is behind him doing this. I can't necessarily say I agree. I don't know any of these people that you're speaking about. I think to the people outside looking in, you do look like you're kind of losing it a little bit, which I can understand where you're coming from. I don't necessarily, agree with how you're going about it personally. That's just my opinion on it.
Right.
What do you say in defense?
You know what? You're probably right too. Even my wife tells me, Dom, calm down. But I'm a fighter. That's all I ever did my whole life. Somebody harms me, I come at them 10 times harder, especially when it's not true. Yes, he wants to say unhinged. He says that about everybody. Johnny A-Light was unhinged. This one's unhinged.
I mean,
to clarify,
A-Light was kind of unhinged for a minute there.
Well, no, to clarify that too, that's another thing. I didn't even bring this up or whatever, and this isn't in defense of A-Light. It's just a matter of fact. He put up a short video or whatever, and it was John A-Light wearing a robe that was in like a grass field with some lady, and they were dancing around, and he put out a post that says John A-Light is unhinged right now. I know somebody that speaks to A-Light. They're friends. They've known each other since they were in their teenage years. They've known each other for 40, 50 years now. That was off of a movie set that they were doing. That's why the guy was dressed up like that. They were shooting a film. That's where he took that video from. This wasn't him out on the weekend with some random girl in a parking lot decided to dress up like a chick and dance in the parking lot.
Say if he was in a hotel and they come out, they have a few drinks, he has the robe on, there's music, and so what? He's having a good time. Just like when Joey Molino did the umbrella dance. I turned around and I said, that's good. He's having a good time. There's people knocking him. Joey knocked me. I'm on the show. I'm doing my show, and I'm going like this. I'm there. Look, Dominick must be on drugs. Why? People just can't have a good time? Really? And I even said that when Joey did the umbrella dance. Good for him. He's having a good time. Leave him alone. Why hate? So if John A-Light was having a good time, had a few drinks with a girl, and he has a bathrobe on, and he's dancing, so what? The guy's enjoying himself. Like, you don't have to be serious all the time. Life is too short.
No, I agree. For the people answering, no, I'm not getting paid anything to be on here. I'm a friend of mine to come on here, and I'm having a discussion with somebody, and I don't understand why people always have to jump to that too. When people, maybe you agree or disagree with somebody they like, and then all of a sudden you're getting paid by somebody. If I am, can I send you an invoice, Dom? I mean, I don't know what this is worth or whatever, but I got to be a couple of G's, a few OCN coins, something over here. Fuck, right?
You know what, Common? I really, and that's why I gravitated. Listen, I watched your show with you guys the other day. I'm like, well, look the way it is. If I, like you said, Dom, I think you are you unhinged a little bit or getting to you. Yeah.
Well, the nail gun was a little much, but
it does, because you know why? This is my first time in my adult life. My whole life I've been in jail. Lost all my 20s, 30s, and 40s to jail.
Right.
First time in my adult life from 2013 to now, I only have a parking ticket. So, and trust me, I've been tempted. The devil's at that door every day, especially with Jeff. That it takes a lot. It takes a lot. I hold back so much, you have no idea. Everything I built, now basically he's out there slandering. It's not with lies, things that aren't true. Yeah. Things that aren't true. And it gets frustrating. It gets frustrating, especially when I pride myself on being accurate and saying there's a lot of things I could say about him. I don't, because I don't think they're true. I've heard a lot of things. So I won't come out and say about stuff with him, underage girls. There's a lot, but I don't know if it's true or not, or just internet talk. So I really don't go into and I could go into details. I've got a list of details, but again, I don't know if they're true or not, and I won't do that to somebody.
Right.
He will. He will. That's the difference.
Well, there's a lot of people that have a lot to say in the comment section. If you guys haven't already, if you guys are enjoying the show, if you guys wouldn't mind subscribing and hitting that like button, if you guys can donate to the show, be much appreciated, guys. For the people that are here, if you're new to the channel, thanks for stopping by. People in the comment section are saying, why won't you have a discussion with Nadu? Why won't you drop the link or whatever? I mean,
No, I don't want no link, any links.
Yeah.
That has to be face-to-face, because I want to see him act like a tough guy, call me a scumbag, lowlife, piece of shit to my face.
he'll never do that. Let's be honest.
No,
here. Yeah.
he won't. And listen, I'm not advocating violence or anything. So I want to see if he has the audacity, the goal to be a tough guy with a tough guy, one-on-one, face-to-face.
Well,
He said he told Chris he'll come down, that I don't even have to pay for his flight. He'll do it himself. But here's what that is, talking out of the other side of his mouth.
Well, and that's what my issue is, and what my problem is with Jeff, because, you know, he was making a point to this on his show the other day. He was talking shit, saying something like, oh, you lost your tough guy card and your gangster card the day that you cooperated. You lost the right for this. You lost the right for that. Then he goes on his show. He runs his mouth, makes all kinds of accusations, talks all kinds of shit. And the minute that you say you'd like to put him in a fucking hospital, he gets on the phone and dials 911. But then comes on here and says, I'm a man. I'm a man. Well, yeah, you could be a man, but that doesn't mean anybody has to respect you. Look how the way you're fucking acting on here. And that's what my problem is with this guy. And he's in the chat right now, and he'll make comments like, oh, then come and do something about it. Come and sue me. You already called 911, bro. But then you're coming back on here and you're still talking crazy. Like, there's no difference between what you're claiming everybody else does and what you're doing right now, except for you're enticing people and talking crazy to get them to react. And then as soon as they do, you call the cops and say, I want them to go to prison for the rest of their life. Like,
Common, he's a clown. He's a clown.
I agree.
Let's just say, and this is not going to happen. Let's just say I went up there, harmed him. Let's just say this is just hypothetical. And with intentions of just maiming him, crippling him, whatever the case may be.
Yeah.
I think you said it. If he was in the wheelchair for the rest of his life, have a piss bag for the rest of his life, I'm not going to get, number one, you're not going to get life for that. I might get 10, 15 years. So be it.
You want to throw that away? You got a lot of money, man. You want to just... I mean,
I'm just saying, but his rationality, like, he doesn't even make sense. That's what I'm getting at. Yeah. When he talks, he'll get life in prison. Jeff, you don't even get life for killing somebody nowadays.
Right.
Like,
right.
Are you kidding me? And they would look at the fact. They would look at the fact when it gets mitigated out. This guy kept on poking him, kept on making up lies, kept on fabricating, put his address up on social media to harm his family. The guy snapped.
Why? For the people saying this stuff in the chat, like, there's a comment right here. I don't even know who these people are. The chat's moving so fast. I lost it. They're saying, why won't DL, you see it in the chat, DL something, Canely 65. Too bad they won't allow Jeff to come on for. Why would he want to have the guy come on here and talk? He's had the guy called 911 on him and then goes on his show and continues saying the same thing. He made a post the other day saying he was done with the community. He was moving on, but then he's in the chat and wants to fucking go back and forth. That's what I don't understand.
Jeff wants to come on so he could talk tough.
Right.
Talk tough, act like a tough guy. Jeff, it's one-on-one, face-to-face, my channel. You said you would come down? That should be enough. You should be booking your ticket. That's it. Case closed. That's it.
I agree with you on that part.
With all this shit, let me ask you something. Here's another thing. I can't see the numbers. How many people you have on your live?
It just dropped a lot. I think they're playing with my numbers, but right now I think they're real. We got 568, but before we had over 1,000. So
okay.
I think they're messing with the numbers.
Trust me, they're real.
Yeah.
They're real. Jeff is sick. He's sick right now. Why are you getting this? Who's on your channel?
Big dog.
I don't think, listen, we'll probably blow out and listen, I like you guys. I want to do things with you guys. I like the way you come off, the way you're fair. You're fair. You're not being biased either way. Tell it the way it is. And that's good journalism. That's good reporting, going out there, interviewing. Not what he does. But he's going to be blown away because, again, this is a guy with the biggest channel out there. Why didn't he get these numbers when you were on the show with him? I bet we beat those numbers within the first 12 hours. And you notice Jeff put my name up, Dominick, Cicale, coming to an end. He got what? 30,000 views within 24 hours, 40,000 views. Look at his other garbage he puts out there. You know, he puts my name up in a title, he gets the views. So that's Jeff. Jeff is only concerned about views, but he's not concerned about the stuff he puts out, which is bad. It's bad for YouTube. It's bad for the genre. So let me I'll fabricate lies just for my views. But he's going to take over Jerry Capisci's gangland.
Yeah, I have a hard time believing that that's ever going to happen.
I mean, he said he's having dinner with him. Having a meeting.
To be fair, Jeff says a lot of things that don't turn out to be true either, which is, kind of why I confronted him on a few things that he's done on here that I have an issue with. But I even confronted him. I said, you said on a video a couple of weeks ago that you were better than Jerry Capisci. You were him. Jerry barely puts out articles or does anything anymore. And it's like, how can you say that with a straight face? But on the show, he says, "Oh, I never said that. I never did that." And it's like, it's on fucking video. I'm not making this up. Like, I'm asking you because it's something you said on your show. And I feel like he does this all the time.
Was you or Chris that Jeff said something about, you said something and you told him, Jeff, don't pull up the snippet. I didn't say it. So I repeated what somebody else said. I forgot what it was, and I like that. I like when you fronted him and then he tries to deflect. When you catch him, he goes elsewhere. Well, that's not the case. And I also heard him say, I shouldn't have to explain. Well, you're on here, Jeff. You should explain.
That was regarding the whole Casman back and forth.
Yes, Lou Casman. And I agree with him. Casman is a lunatic.
Oh, yeah. How did that beef start with Casman? I wanted to ask you that. I was going to ask you that later on.
With me with Casman?
Yeah.
He told Joe Barone, Joe, you should watch your friend because the stuff he said in the 302s about you, he's not your friend. Well, I cooperated. And like I told Joe went up against the government. If I said things that were bad about Joe Barone, you don't think they would have called me as a witness?
Of course.
So I said, Joe, at the end of it, he said, Dom, I know. And then Katzman passed the comment to Joe, about Michael Franchese. Guess what? Michael called me, texted me, and talking about shit about me. So I text Michael. I said, Michael, I know this is not true. I just have to confirm it. Michael basically replied to me, Dom, I've heard of him, never spoke to him. And if anybody has anything to say, I'll tell them. Tell them to come address it with me. Michael, I know that. I just wanted to confirm. So when I go and I bring it forward, I got confirmation. I got it out of the horse's mouth. So Katzman's another one, likes putting things out there that aren't true. Said I cooperated before I cooperated. That's what Michael Hippie tried doing back in the day because I put a 45 to his head and I took his cocaine when we were kids. So he said I was a rat. Vinny's first question at trial, my first trial with Vinny, the first question, Mr. Cicale, did you ever cooperate with law enforcement? Did you ever assist law enforcement? I said, absolutely not. I never cooperated, never gave information, never called law enforcement in my life. That was the first question. So people could pull up the trial transcript and hear it. But they want to say I was a rat. I was a rat prior. Again, that's things like that. It gets frustrating. But it's part of social media. But Jeff has taken this to another level. I mean, constant slandering, lying, especially, I don't know how people watch him, to be honest. I really don't know how they watch him. He's been exposed on more levels with his reporting, his plagiarism, that I don't know how people watch him. I really don't know.
I usually don't unless there's something going on or somebody tells me to tune in because I know that he
I
does
don't unless
that.
one of my fans is saying, Dom, look at this part of his clip. They send it to me.
To be fair, I did watch one this morning. He did. He had a couple people on regarding the El Mencho death in Mexico and stuff. And I thought that honestly, I thought that was pretty good. And I think that he's when he sticks to shit like that, he does good. But the problem with him is that he starts taking shit personal, and he got his own ego, and he lets shit get involved and stuff like that. And that's where he gets into situations like he's in with you right now. And that's
Comment? I tend to agree with you with that.
He's got talent. He could definitely
stuff. He puts things together well. He does put everything together well, his commentary. But if you ask him a question he doesn't like, he gets belligerent with his viewers. I heard him tell somebody, what are you talking about? What are you doing? You're watching me. This is my channel. So shut the F up. Like, Jeff, whoa. Like you can't ask it. God forbid you ask something that he doesn't like. Well, he gets like so offended. It's like
a lot of people on the internet and YouTube and shit like that, for some reason they get like that. I don't know if it's, they get some attention and people tell them, that they're so great at what they do, it gets to their head. So then they feel like they can fucking talk however they want to people and there aren't consequences for it. And I was trying to explain to him the other day is that, he tried making an excuse saying that, he said something about Anthony Ruggiano Jr., that the guy was a fraud mobster. He wasn't, he's a fake mobster, this and that. And I said to the guy, how could you say something like that? And why did you say that? And he goes, well, he said something disparaging about me on his show. So I said, so then your response is to go on your show and call the guy a liar and say he's a fraud with no proof? And he basically said, yeah, Portnoy taught me how to do that. I have a comedy background. And I said, well, so what? Everybody's a fucking clown? Like people are here, not to make a joke, but what? People are here to amuse you? That's not the fucking clown genre. If you're a reporter and you're trying to be historical and put stuff out as true, then why get personal with people and then start getting into this to the weeds with them on a personal level? You're taking away from what you could actually be doing on here. And if you just stuck to that, he wouldn't have an issue with you right now, I don't assume, if he just came out and reported on it and left it at that.
If it's true, I would say, you know what, folks, here's what happened. I'll try to explain it, but he's right. I'm okay with that. I'm okay. Yeah. If I did something wrong, I'm a grown man. I don't have to hide from anybody. I don't need to pat myself on the back every time. There's a lot of things I do that are wrong, that are not right. I make mistakes. I'm human.
Right.
But you know what? I'm not out there intentionally trying to hurt people's reputations. But what I find out when people like Jeff get a platform, people listen to him. Jeff was a kid growing up who probably got smacked around all the time, got his lunch money taken, got his food, his little lunch box. Oh, give me that sandwich. Oh, I'm hungry. Well, that's the type of guy he is, because now he gets a little recognition of, because who he was with Barstool. Now it's like, okay, now I can insult people because I have a platform and people listen. So now I can bully people. That's what he is, a bully on the internet. That's all he'll ever be. He has no integrity, no self-esteem, very low. And really,
I think he's got a self-esteem. He's very cocky. He's very
he's cocky. He's arrogant. He's arrogant. He's ignorant, I should say. That's a better word.
I mean, his ego, I guess, or his self-confidence has brought him a long way, I'd say,
yeah, but it's also going to be the reason why he winds up getting hurt one day.
Well, that
it's
too.
already
He doesn't know when to reel it in a little bit,
Listen,
well,
because
already
of
gotten
him,
smacked before.
because of Michael Hippie, him, the way he's coming at me, Big Ernie is the boss of the Genovese crime family. That's 1,000%. I met him, hugged him, congratulated him. He said, "Yep, Kumpy, I finally got the title." In his house. So stuff that's going to be coming out, it's stuff I reported, but it's funny how things come to full circle. I found somebody's statement of what they just did. This is going to open up Pandora's box for Ernie and a lot of other people. Not to mention other things that we have. But you know what? Jeff don't want to stop. I'm not going to stop. So
what is there, to be fair, to play devil's advocate here, is there any possibility or chance that the information that you're getting regarding this and their involvement in this is wrong, and that they're going to be innocent victims in this just because of information you got? Like, how sure are you of that is what I'm asking.
Yeah,
I am 100% sure.
You're 100% sure.
I'm 100 where it came from.
You thought it was Merlino at first.
Just like where the information came from, that there was a hit on my life with Hippie, Dom DeLucia, and Johnny Joe, that there was a meeting. Dom DeLucia's father. How would I know Dom DeLucia's father's in Orlando? How would I know that? You know what? I'm not gonna. So I gave my word. Listen, there's a lot of other things behind the scenes with me, knowing I have, regardless of what I'm doing, who I was, who I am now, there's a responsibility I have to be protected when things, just like when I got here, I'll give you a quick scenario and read between the lines. A few years back, maybe about 7 years, somebody ran one of the cars, the plates. All of a sudden I get a call, Dom, did you get stopped? No, what are you talking about? Oh, what are you talking about? Well, what are you talking about? No, well, your plate was ran. Okay. No, I didn't get stopped. All right, we'll look into it. All right, thank you. That's all I'm going to say. There's an obligation that I'm protected. Anything comes out, everybody knows. I have to be informed.
Right.
They're not going to tell me who, where, when, but I put the pieces together real easy. Real easy. So with that said, it's a disgrace the way the Mafia is nowadays. It's a sham. And these purport, look at Hippie, a stone cold junkie, a captain in the Genovese. He's a junkie. He's speedballing, coke, not shooting, sniffing, coke and heroin. I got this from people in Jersey. I got it from people in New York, in the Bronx. So they are so off kilter. That's how it came out with Dom DeLucia. They're out partying, talking. The wrong person heard it. The wrong person reported it. It got back to me. They're obligated to let me know if there's something coming down. And that's it. So at the end of the day, I'm positive where I heard it from. Like I said, somebody on the internet, they DM me. Barney's paying the money. I don't know if that's true. I didn't hear it from my sources.
So Jeff made a comment in here, and he's claiming that he'd take a lie detector test, that he's never spoken to any one of those people. Okay. My whole thing is that I think part of the reason, and you could correct me if I'm wrong, is that, he's made statements many a times on not only his show, but on other people's shows, that he has sources and he speaks to made guys. He doesn't say specifically who or in what family, per se, but it's not hard for somebody to, like yourself, to be under the suspicion when you hear this, based on comments that he said on his show, that it's out of the realm of possibilities that he talks to somebody that's behind any of this. So it's not like, at first I thought maybe, you're losing your mind a little bit and you're getting a little paranoid, but I kind of understand where you're coming from in that sense. If you're
then Common, let me ask you something. If this is not true, if this is all fabricated from Dominick Cicale's brain, warped, demented brain, then why is Jeff continuously making lies about me, constantly poking the bear, constantly trying to discredit me, put me down, destroy my reputation on YouTube? Why is he doing that? What did I do to Jeff that he's doing it so hard? Answer that.
No, I can't. But that's part of the thing, is that I was thinking about that, and I can't answer it, and I can't understand why.
So it obviously makes sense.
Yeah.
There's somebody behind Jeff.
That's the only logical conclusion I can come to, because I don't understand where such the animosity comes from, that he's taking it so personally. Because the way that he's going about this is that he's acting like he put 50 grand into this coin himself and lost all this money, and I don't even think he put $1 into it, if I'm not mistaken.
No, when I came out of the gate, he said it was a shit coin. It was a scam. Before
I remember that
pre-launch, that I'm scamming people.
Yeah, he did. I remember him saying that. Yeah.
So for him to be fabricating stuff, coming out with false accusations, slandering me left and right, what did I ever do to him? For him to do this, to come at me so hard.
That's what I couldn't figure out.
So Dominick's not as crazy as everybody said.
Yeah, well, listen, hopefully you answered questions for people that were curious about what was going on. I think you've been pretty transparent from what I've heard. I didn't get to hear the whole thing. I got to listen to it, the rest of it when we get off of here. I have my own channel, you know what I mean? If somebody in the chat wouldn't mind dropping the link, I'm going to listen back to this a little bit later and give my opinion on what's been going on. But
listen, if you guys, I'll give you the opportunity. Do a follow-up. I'll do a follow-up with you guys.
That would be great.
Okay, sure. That'd be great, yeah.
And hit me with anything you want. Like I told you, Chris, I'm an open book.
Yeah.
I don't want to know what you're going to ask me. Come on here, rip into me. I'm okay. I'm a big boy. I'll tell you what's true, what's not true. Just like when you asked about the bots. That's the only thing. You said, yes. Yes, we botted it for the volume. That's it. and lost money with the bots. I lost money with the bots. Where the market shift, we lost. And we still botted just to keep the volume going, the momentum. You want it going because as the volume goes, you go up on the list. So you get more notoriety with the coin. But again, Jeff wants to come out and talk with stuff he doesn't even know what he's talking about.
Yeah, and that's something I'll agree with you with, because when I was asking him those basic questions about, when he was claiming how much money you allegedly made, if he can prove any of it, his response is that, oh, I got it on a good source, or I believe the person that told me. Well, I'm sorry, but that doesn't uphold in a court of law or a public opinion. I heard it from a good source, because then when I ask you to explain the market cap per se, he doesn't even understand what that means. So how can you come on and do a show and claim that you made all this money and robbed all these people, but then when I ask you something as basic as, well, what was the market cap and how many coins were actually, in circulation, he can't even answer basic questions. So then how can we trust anything else that you're saying if you don't even understand it yourself? That's why I looked into it.
One more thing for clarification.
Sure.
Jeff said between CJ and Nick, he said they won both suits. I went at them for an injunction. Okay, because what they were saying was inaccurate. I went for Nick first. The judge basically didn't want to hear it. I didn't have proof, this and that, so he won that. With Nick, I withdrew the complaint, and then we sat down. I'll take down this. I'll take down that. I'll take that, like men do. Okay, but I guarantee you speak to Nick or CJ, they'll tell you they know. Even Nick said, "Dom, I know you didn't scam anybody. I know you didn't take anything because you were too naive." That's what he told me. You were too green with this. So you didn't know. I kept on asking them, hey guys, what about this? What about that? Everything just escalated where it's now, you know what? You're saying this, I'm going to say this. And we were going tit for tat with BS. But at the end of the day, I did not rob anybody. I didn't scam anybody. And we're going to go out for the third time. I have too much invested behind it. Do you think I'm going to come out? I could have came out with any type of crypto coin. I didn't have to put my face in it. I could have said, guys, check out this coin. Oh my God, they have a good coin, this and that. And taking people, not putting my face behind it. So that's not my style. I'm not here for a short term. I'm here for the long haul, for the reputation, to build a brand. And that's it. That's something Jeff could never do. Maybe that's too. That's where he gets. But what he's doing, the way he's attacking me and coming at me with false allegations on everything. He hasn't said one. The only thing he said that was true, yes, I am a murderer. That's it. Did I rob my grandmother? Absolutely not. Did I sign a document after the 71st line wasn't signed? Yes, I signed it. Was she well aware of it? Yes. That loan, for the record, the loan was out for over 2 years. 2 years I was paying it. My grandmother got the mortgage statement every month. And I paid it. I paid that and the taxes for her while she collected the rents. So
well, the other thing that I can't understand, just from the outside looking in, is that, I this is the first time we've ever spoke. I don't know anything about you other than, what's out in the media and what you've done on your show or whatever. But it doesn't appear to me that you're hurting for money or you're in the need to go out and try to scam a few people for $100,000 or anything like that, which is something that I couldn't understand for the life of me.
No, and to be honest, listen, there's times the business I'm in, you're tight on cash. Right now, tight on cash. Lost with the coin, construction projects going on, medical things going on, tight on cash. But it happens. That's why you apply for different loans. I apply for, loans and I'm being told, here, well, you're on the internet. When they do the checks, they check the bank account, tax returns, everything comes back strong. Then they're like, well, Dom, you're denied. Why? And come to find out, one of the brokers, Dom, all the stuff on social media, you're scamming people. And I got to be a mother. But, it happens in my business. You do short on cash. Do I have assets? Am I liquid? No. Do I have a lot of assets? Absolutely. So, give and take. And I didn't have to share that with you guys. but I'm transparent. I don't have to portray. I could tell you, guys, look, yeah, I have tons of cash and this. No, it's not. I don't have to pat myself on the back. Things happen. I'm human. Just getting on my feet. I'm out. I'm blessed. I have a nice home, good wife, stable foundation, and that's it. But I built it through hard work and dedication.
I guess one of the things that came up on one of the shows you did, I guess during one of your streams after a lot of these allegations were going on, they were making a big deal about the fact that I guess you had gotten up and took like 40 grand out of your drawer behind you or something like that.
Yeah.
Oh,
And
yeah.
he, they were making a thing about it, saying, what arrogance this guy has to turn around and show this money after, we're accusing him of ripping all these people off. And I understand, why you did it, but could you explain to people, what your thought process was for why you did that on your show?
I forgot the question that was asked, what was said, and why I came out with it. It was just to I don't know. I really, if I, at that moment, I don't know. Maybe just to shut everybody up, but I didn't rob anybody. I'm still coming out with OCN. I have too much behind it. I believe in OCN. I really do. And if it does go the way I hope it does, we'll talk. Listen, I don't know if you do know, so I'll retract that. But I can tell you this in crypto. If something does click, like you say, a penny stock, I could be worth billions overnight.
Yeah.
Billions.
Yeah.
So you know what? For a couple 100,000, now we're hitting maybe, when I do the relaunch, we'll have maybe about 750,000 into it. But for that type of money, for say $1 million investment, if it goes, I can have billions overnight. And it could happen. Things happen. And maybe a third time, it might spark something. If something goes viral with crypto, overnight, it could go like that.
Yeah.
So the odds are big. It's a long shot. But you know what? If people don't laugh at your dreams aren't big enough. And I always say that. So
100%.
Look,
well, listen, it sounds like
I was given a $200 million job. $200 million from somebody in my past.
Oh, wow.
Actually, it was the rabbi. He's the ambassador for anti-Semitism. Gave me a $200 million job in Miami. For 2 years, I had to drive back and forth every day. But people don't know that. Every day, probation wanted me back in Orlando. I could not stay in Miami. So every day I was traveling anywhere from
3-4 hour ride.
8 to 10 hours a day.
Yeah.
Travel.
Ride, yeah.
I did 4 to 5 days a week for 2 years. 2 years. So I put my work in. I go. I don't stop. But why did he give me this job? Because of the person I was in my previous life. Yes, I was a gangster. He was well aware of that. I always treated people fairly. Never took advantage of people. We have a long history, good relationship with him, and he believed in me. Till this day, we're friends. Dear friends. And why? Because he's seen the good with me. He helped me when I started cooperating, going into the government. Dom, you're doing the right thing. Don't worry. I'm always here for you. I signed, and people don't know this. One of the buildings was about $480,000 I had into it. Signed it over to him. Years later, hey, Yehuda, can I get the building back? Because I want to go to court with the bank. I want to try to buy it out. Signed it right back to me. And that's when the bank sold it to Eduardo de la Torre. That could be another story for you guys. The police chief wound up taking all my assets. All my assets, the police chief. I was going to pay them dollar for dollar what I owed. He got it pennies on the dollar. Pennies on the dollar. So if there wasn't corruption there with Ponce de Leon Bank in the Bronx and Eduardo de la Torre, the police chief or commissioner, whatever title he had, and they put it under Chang Wang Realty. All my property. So
like a Chinese restaurant.
That's another story, but that shows corruption.
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, I treated people fairly out there, and I always tried to do the right thing. So and what Jeff is doing, there's no doubt. It only confirms what I was told. because him having this type of hard on for me, coming at me this hard with fabrications and lie to discredit me, to ruin me, to destroy me. It's funny. I heard that months ago. So it just confirms it. Because nobody could give me a logical excuse why. I don't even think Jeff could come out with a logical answer.
Well, that's the part that I agree with you with, and I can't understand, why he's so invested in this. And that's the only, little bit of credence I gave to, your explanation for it. And I guess it does make sense. I brought this up to him on our conversation on a Smoke show the other night, and it didn't seem like he really had an answer for that other than, take my word for it, basically, which I'm sorry, but I don't take his word for much because he's gotten caught lying about a lot of different things, especially on that show about 4 or 5 different times. So, listen, I thank you for having me on, Smoke. Unfortunately, I do have to take care of some personal stuff with the family.
All right.
But I appreciate it. I think, thanks for the conversation, Dom. Hopefully, people that were listening, he's answered some questions that maybe some of you guys wanted to from the chat. And hopefully we can do this again.
Yeah, Common, it's my pleasure. If you ever want me on your show, just give me a holler. I'm always available. So,
okay, sure, yeah.
People are fair, and right, wrong, or indifferent. I like to be accurate when I speak, and I think you're the same way. So, I'm always open to to be there for people. If there's questions or somebody has something to say. The only person I will never do a internet or Zoom is Jeff. It has to be face to face. But Tough Guy said he'll sit with me face to face at the beginning of the show. So he's going to fly down here, actually.
Sounds good. And I'll reach out. I'll send Smoke a message. Maybe I can get your information and we can figure something out moving forward.
Absolutely. It'd be my pleasure.
All right. Sounds good. Thanks a lot, guys. I appreciate it. Thanks for talking.
Thank
and
you,
everybody in the chat. Have a good night, guys. Take care.
You as well.
Thank you, brother.
Bye.
Dom, I have a question, man. You don't have to answer it. You haven't really told us what it means, but what does this mean, man? What does this mean?
Okay.
Well, Tony Ayo used to do that back in the day. So I don't know.
Oh, damn, you got me in a Sergio Tattini suit.
Yeah.
I like it.
I like that? Yeah.
Yeah. No, I used to have a suit similar to that. That's why I had look. Actually, I had one in jail. My cousin Matthew sent it to me. That's when we used to get packages in the federal system. I had the similar to that too.
Yeah.
What does that mean? It's not a gang sign.
Okay. I was saying it was a gang sign, man.
No. You know what? It's a body count.
Okay. I figured that.
It's a body count.
That. Yeah.
So certain people, like, they won't talk. Vinny had to go. Vinny was dangerous. That's for sure.
So, but are you saying that there's murders that you know about that you never spoke about?
Oh, no, I never spoke publicly about.
Okay.
Never spoke publicly.
Okay.
So there's a lot of pieces that could be put together.
All because of the dude, though. If the dude just calms down.
Listen, wait till you hear about. Well, you know what? I'll tip it. So I'm doing it Thursday. Wait till you hear about one of the biggest, I would say, lucrative car dealerships. Poor guy. What happened to John? That's all I'm going to say. So they'll read between it, but this could lead. And you know what? Because I knew from the beginning who had percentages, what was going on, who had nothing there. All of a sudden, I happened to stumble across a guy's affidavit that he had to recant because of the threats. Wow. So they just strong-armed the guy out of his car dealership. Need I say more? So that comes on Thursday show. So you know what? If indictments or a grand jury or if the agents come and talk to me, because now it makes sense what I'm saying, so be it. So now if mobsters go, and that's shame on Michael Hippie and Jeff Nadu. So listen, like I said, they don't want to open up Pandora's box, but they can't shut them up. And I don't mean by hurting them. I don't mean that at all. I will definitely expose everybody. They started this, I'll finish it.
But you don't want to throw strays at people who ain't got nothing to do with it. You don't know if this Barney guy has anything to do with it, really. Hippie, maybe. You got the
They're part of the same family. They're part of the same family. So you know what? Your family's causing this. You need to reel in your guys. Shame on you then. You can't control your soldiers, your capos. That's the way we look at it. So, listen, if we were out there, and that was me and Vinny, Dom, go see so-and-so and stop this bullshit because Joe Messino could hurt us. He's on the internet talking shit. He could hurt us. So, and Vinny would say, Dom, what did you do here? What'd you do here? Really? Really? You went to, are you kidding me? You know the guy could hurt me, and you went and did this? Are you out of your mind?
Yeah.
I know the way it works. I know the circles. I've been in the streets my whole life. So, you know what? They started it. I'll finish it. And that's it. So be it. So be it. And I don't care. I don't owe anybody any loyalty. You want to hurt me? You want to hurt my livelihood legitimately? The rep I built? You want to destroy it with fabricating stuff? Okay. Okay. So you wind up in jail, you wind up in jail. You tried putting me in jail. So. Because what he's saying, I'm robbing people, I'm rug pulling. Say if it was true.
Okay.
Say if it was true. Now you're exposing me. So what? You're trying to get a federal investigation on me?
Some content creators feel like their duty is to expose frauds. So.
Well, expose fraud when they're true. Don't fabricate a fraud. And that's what he did. Doesn't even know what he's talking about, but he's making these not even innuendos. He's passing statements out. That's bad. That's not good. Shouldn't do that.
So how do you think this ends with Nadu, though? Like, how do you think this situation ends? Does it end up in court? Does it end up in...
I'm not court. What am I going to get from him? You can't squeeze water out of a rock. He has nothing. So, I don't know. I'm just going to expose him for what he is. What he is. So, that's it. He'll never come on live with me face-to-face, one-on-one. He's just not built that way.
That would be great. But where would you do that? I mean, you would have to have a neutral
hotel. Listen, you already put my address out there. Nah, I wouldn't even welcome them to my house. I have a few studios we could go to here in Orlando.
Yeah.
I have a few studios. Friends of mine have nice studios.
Do you know Patrick Bet David? You know Patrick Bet David?
I know of him. I never met him.
You never met him? Because he's in Florida, you know. I'm surprised that you haven't been on his show, or because he would be a real good moderator for that. You and Nadu with Patrick Bet David, you know.
But I would want it on my channel. I think I deserve it.
Oh yeah, yeah, I get it. Yeah,
yeah.
No, for sure.
So,
hold on. I got a few more questions. I know you want to get out of here. Hold on. I noticed you don't curse. You don't ever curse. You don't use foul language ever. I never heard you curse before. What's up with that?
No, I do use profanity. I try to tone it down. My wife. I have a lot of respect for Michael Francis.
Yeah.
And he never curses, so I try to, I had a lot of conversations with Michael as well. He was in his house, great guy.
Mm-hmm.
We have our disagreements. It's normal, but I have a high regard for him. And my wife tells me, Dom, stop using profanity. But I'll use it. I'll come out, drop the F-bomb every once in a while.
Yeah.
I try not to.
That's good, though. That's good. I got to work on my language, too. Have you ever been to Bayside, Queens, or Whitestone, Queens? You ever been to that area?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah? Okay, that's where I'm from. Yeah. Bayside. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, Whitestone, too.
Yeah, Whitestone is like the next neighborhood over. So.
Yeah. Tough Tony used to live in Whitestone.
Oh, okay. Here's a topic. Can you tell us about how you got made, what year, and what did you have to do to get your button? And can you tell us about the making ceremony?
The making ceremony, you walk into a room, there's guys already there.
In a basement? What kind of room?
Well, it was in Anthony Donato's house. It was, I think, a den area. They had tables there, all set up with chairs. Anthony went upstairs, and when I went in, beforehand, they mentioned, listen, do you know why you're here? I said, I have an idea. So he says, okay, if you want, this is your opportunity. If you want to leave, you can leave now. If you have a change of mind. And if you do say yes, you're getting killed. They're going to kill you. But of course, said no. No, I'm here. Then they join hands at the table for secrecy, for family. This is a bond. This bond can't be broken. Whatever said here today stays here, never gets mentioned again. And then we all sit down afterwards. They talk about the family, who's the boss, who's the underboss, where the loyalty is, the protocols of organized crime, the do's and the don'ts. And it's all bullshit. It's all bullshit. And that was basically it. They put the saint, blood, prick the finger, gun. You know what these things are? Yes.
So that's real.
If you ordered to kill, you killed. No questions. You don't tell anybody unless the boss asks you. And that's basically it. Vinny asked me afterwards, how do you feel? I said the same. How am I supposed to feel? I'm the same person.
Yeah.
But you get some people that, I'm a made guy. But to me, they were guys who were never capable of doing anything. Now they want to showboat like the Ralphie Balsamos of the world. Just a joke. But to me, I was just didn't make a difference to me.
So you weren't on cloud nine after you got
No, it's all bullshit. Like, listen, I chased a captain. I was a soldier, not even a soldier, associate. I chased a captain of the Lucchese crime family around the car. Chased them, looking to hurt him.
Yeah.
And you can't do that. Okay, stop running. Stop running. Vinny, tell him who I am. Tell him I don't care who you are. You came out of your mount wrong. I'm a man. You're not going to put a label on me, talk bad about me. You do, I'm going to bust you up. And that's it. We'll deal with it any way you want to deal with it afterwards. Because I feel you go to a sit down. One thing in life, even in organized crime, if you're a man, nobody could take your manhood. So by you coming and slick out of your neck because you're a made guy and I'm not, trying to take my manhood, no. You should know better. You're supposed to be better than all the civilians. So you should know what you're doing. Don't hide behind your button.
Yeah.
You want to take my manhood because you have a button? No, because and then if I let you do that and I don't act, must be true. I am a punk.
Yeah.
No. It's not going to
happen. In that life, you can't have that. Yeah.
No.
So what did you have to do? Did you have to do anything specifically to be made? Or
I already had 2 bodies under my belt, so they knew I was tough.
Yeah.
But usually back in the day, they said you had to kill somebody, but that's not true. There's a lot of people that never pulled the trigger. They're just big money earners. You need a lot of different ingredients to make a soup. So you have the right ingredients, you'll have a good soup. You'll have success. And that's what the organized crime families should be working on. You can't have all killers. Then you have no money, guys. It's just you have to have a good balance.
So you think you were both?
Oh, I had both. Yes, I was pretty good earner, and I was pretty good at the violence part as well. So I would say yes, I was a racketeer and a gangster.
Okay. What was it? What else? Hold on. There's another question here. Let me see. I don't want to bring up, old wounds and old beefs, but what exactly started the beef between you and Hootie? I know there was an issue there for a while. I know you made up
something about posting a flag in the Bronx, talking about Vinny with his guy and Rayos, and I said that wasn't true. Then Hootie passed a comment that he sat on me. at my house in the Bronx. They knew I was dangerous, and I just said that wasn't true. But you know what? I gotta give Hootie a lot of respect for what he did going into that feast. That is, listen, if I go somewhere, I'm going heavy. I'm going with my support. I'm not going to go by myself. So, but I got to give it to him. He went there. He said he was going, and he went there. So you got to give him the props on that.
Hold on. Which ex-mobster on YouTube do you like the most, and which one do you hate the most?
I like Mikey Scars, not Mikey Scars, Francis, I would say. Dislike Sammy.
Sammy, okay. Any particular reason with Sammy, or did he do something to you?
He's just really a dirty person, not nice. What he did with the alleged sexual assaults on these women.
Oh yes, I remember now. Okay.
Yeah.
One of his girls went to you, right? She went.
Anna. She's a nice person, really nice. Her and my wife are pretty close now.
Are you and Gene Borello cool?
Yeah, really cool. We talk every day.
Oh, okay. This might be a fake Jeff Nadu then, because he says he's going live with Gene in 1 hour, but it's not. It's probably a fake account.
Yeah, definitely, because Gene actually posted something today. The tape. A tape coming out. Yeah, a recording, 911 call.
Oh.
Supposedly he has access to it.
All right. Are you still planning on running for governor of Florida?
My clemency didn't come back. There's too many things now, and then with the slander with Jeff, it makes no sense. It'd be a headache.
So you had your own crew. You were a capo, right?
Yes, I was.
So I don't know if you want to name names, but who were the top earners in your crew?
Perry. Perry was given the key to the city by Giuliani. He had 5 or 6 restaurants on Mulberry Street.
Yeah.
He was probably one of the wealthy ones. I had Joey Gambini. He was an associate, but he did very well. PJ, tough guy and had money. He had Synergy gyms in the city. I had a lot of earners and shooters. I had 27 guys in my crew, made members.
Wow. That's a big crew.
Yeah, no, they loaded me up.
Do you get paranoid when you have that many people to look after and you don't know what they're up to?
Yeah, no. You call for them, they come meet you, and that's all right. I was secure with myself.
Do you miss being in the life at all? Or?
As crazy as this sounds, I miss Vinny.
You miss
Vinny the most. Times with him, a lot of fun. I still love him till this day. Listen, he did what he did. I did what I did. And that's it. So, I feel for him. I don't want to see him do life in prison. Hopefully he will come home one day. But I miss him. I really do miss him. I had a lot of fun with him. But at the end of the day, he wanted me to do things I didn't agree with. And he thought he could have me do anything. And no. If I was going to jeopardize my integrity and my honor by helping him out, you know what? I come first. And that's why I cooperated.
All right. I think
listen, I'll come back on again, put some questions together.
Yeah, I think that's good enough. I think we got it all done. Yeah. But no, this was great, man. I appreciate you coming on, man. This turned out better than I expected.
I'm glad. As long as I beat Jeff Nadu's numbers.
Yeah.
I love it. After the first hour, we've blown them out. Because Jeff, you'll always be little. Nobody. I'm sorry, I had to.
No, look, I had him on the other day. I let him speak his piece. It's only right that I have you on to speak your piece,
Thank you.
And no, I appreciate you for the opportunity for coming on here, and it was good for the channel, so I appreciate that, man.
Well, Chris, thank you for having me. It's a pleasure. And anytime you want, I'm here for you.
I appreciate that, man. Thank you.
Thank you. Have a wonderful
man.
evening, and thank you again.
Thank you, brother.
Bye.
All right, bro. All right, folks. So there you have it. I want to thank. Oh shit! Hold on, that's too big. Don't look at my face. Actually, no, we don't have to show our face now. We don't have to show our face now. Hold on. There we go. Look at his face. Hold on. Look at my face. Look at my face. So yeah. Thank you guys for watching. I want to thank Common Sense for coming on and coming up with some good questions for him. You know, he knows more about that crypto shit than I do. So shouts to Common, man. And if somebody could drop Common Sense's link, please subscribe to the Uncommon Sense show. He should be going live sometime, you know. So drop his link. And again, thank you, Dom Cicale, for coming on. What else can I say? Thank you guys for supporting the channel today, too. All of you that supported the channel. Cash App, the Venmo, the Super Chats, the Super Stickers. Thank you, guys. Thank you, thank you. The memberships. Yeah, so I guess that's it. Let me see. Let me take a look at the chat. Hold on. Take a look at the chat here. Take off these stupid sunglasses. Everything's so bright. Joe Root. I didn't get to say hello to anybody. I didn't get to thank anybody. I had to focus, man. I went through a lot of prep work for no reason. I mean, not for no reason, but, you know, I did more than I should have done. In the end, it wasn't needed. Got this whole mic set up over here and shit. I don't know. But, yeah, man. Oh, the numbers were crazy. I don't know if it went over to 1,000, how real that was, but for the 500, whatever, that was real. That was real. The 500. Over 500. So that shit was real. I don't know. Some people say it was all real. I was getting texts all day, people hitting me up. I'm sorry to the people I didn't get to respond back to, man. I was getting hit up like crazy today. Everybody was all hyped up about this interview. They thought Dom was going to say a lot of other stuff, you know, and start exposing things about other people besides Jeff, you know. I tried to tell people it's just about Jeff, you know. I don't think he was going to go in on anybody else, really, you know. So but yeah, let me think. Let me see how I look with the glasses. Hold on. Let me see how I look with these glasses. Oh, I'm going to drop the link too. I really should get out of here, but I want to stick around for a little bit more. Thank you, Philly Bob. Thank you. Philly Bob boy. Glad he didn't smoke. What up, Rob Jean? Yeah. I know people were paranoid out there. What's he going to say? What's Dom going to say? You know. No, he kept it to Nadu, and he, you know, he was just sticking up for himself. I didn't want to do an impression in front of him. You might have got upset, you know. So, well, you know, it's the first time he came on the show. Let's, you know, let him get, you know, used to my shenanigans, and then we'll start doing impressions in front of him. You got to work up to that, you know. Oh, thank you, Dawn Blades. I look cool. I'm cool. I don't look cool with the glasses on, though. Hold on. Oh, shit. Shit. Hold on. I was sitting in the dark, basically. All right, fuck this. All right, fuck the glasses. Fuck the glasses. Why did I just do that? I just ruined my show. Anyway. Wow, that was a great show. Thank you. It's not a shit coin. You called it a shit coin. It's not a shit coin. You hear that? I mean, I wish Nadu could have came on. That would have been a blockbuster show. But look, I know a lot of you kept saying in the chat, bring Nadu on, bring Nadu on. The guy told me on the, the only stipulation he had was he ain't bringing Nadu on. I ain't dropping a link for Nadu. He did not want to talk to him. He wants to do it face to face. That's what he told me. So I got to respect the guest's wishes. You know what I'm saying? Did I drop a link? Hold on. Yeah, now I'm on record with Dom. Nah, he hit me up the other day and via email. And he said, I want to talk. And I said, oh shit. He must have seen the impressions and the fucking pictures and all that, But no, he was cool about it, But yeah, that worked out well. But look, everybody's going to have their opinions about what it is at the end of the day, This crypto thing is kind of new to, it's a new product or whatever. Hold on. And thank you, Ronnie. Yeah, some people just aren't comfortable with that shit. Look, he ain't the only crypto coin that didn't work out at first, So I don't know. Thank you, Bulletproof. Don't forget President Trump will be speaking tonight. You just worry about this show, Trent. Oh, I'll be off I'll be off the air by then. All right, yeah. State of the Union address tonight. Let me put the glasses back on. I mean, sunglasses. Motherfucker. Now I look cool. I look cool, man. All right. Thank you, Brian G. Thank you. I know it's kind of weird looking at me right now while I'm talking, right? Look at the equipment, man. Hold on. Shit. Can't fucking look at the equipment, man. Shouts to George Costanza, man. He gave me this microphone a few years ago. Thank you, George Costanza. I don't know how to use it yet. This is just for prop. And this fucking stand is supposed to light up and shit. You can't even see it, but I got to figure out how to work it. It's going crazy today, man, trying to get ready for this damn interview. Smoke, you need a pair of Oakleys. I don't move this shit back, bro. Fucking look at me, boy. Don't look at my face, all right? Don't look at my face. I feel like Howard Stern over here with the microphone and shit. You are respectful, kept your word by not allowing Jeff on. If these people want an attack session, then they can start their own shows and attack whomever they please. It was a great show. Thank you, Dominick. That's right. That's a normal take on what occurred here. I know some people are mad at me. They were calling me rug smoke coin or some shit. I don't know what the hell they were saying. Don't get mad at me, all right? I just let the guy on here to speak his piece. I let Jeff Nadu on the other day to speak his piece. It's only right, all right? That's what we do. That's what we're supposed to do. Otherwise, I would be biased, and I'd be an asshole. I don't got nothing against Jeff. Jeff does what he does, I ain't hating. I understand some of what he does, People might not understand it, but I understand some of what he does, He's in it to win it. He wants to be a big content creator, And he's working himself up to it. He's also working himself up to a good ass kicking at the same time. But I'm not taking away from his, his abilities or whatever. God damn it. I don't like looking at myself when I talk. Why do they have to show myself when I talk? I don't want to look at myself when I talk. Thank you, Dawn Blades. Nobody got to hate. Just watch the numbers. It's all about the numbers, dude. That's the problem with this. Everyone is opinionated when it comes to who they like. I try and be for the truth. That's it, man. If somebody's wrong, they're wrong. If they're right, they're right. That's how I see it. And you could be wrong and right at the same time. You know? Sure, Dom is wrong about some things and he's right about some things. Same thing with Nadu. He might be right about some things and he might be wrong. Dom and Jeff are guilty of things for sure. Yo, Jacket. Shouts to Jacket. Yo, I'm sorry I didn't get to text you back, man. I was just rushing to get ready by 4. You know how I'm always late and shit, so I didn't want to be late today. So I made sure I got all my affairs in order today. But shouts to you, Jacket. You were wishing me well earlier. You wished me good luck, and I appreciate that. And shouts to Redheaded Stepchild, too. My man Howie. Jersey girl. I'm sorry, Jersey. Jersey tried to call me earlier. I'm sorry. I couldn't talk to nobody, man. I was busy. I was trying to get ready. Thank you, Miss McGinnis. Thank you. Thank you for everything, Miss McGinnis. Good to see you. His MacGyver toothbrushes. Well, let me see. I think we asked him all the questions for the most part. Oh, I didn't want to bring up Angel. Somebody wanted me to bring up Angel, but I didn't want to give her any any light. But yeah. Shouts to Dwayne O. Anyway, nobody's coming on here. Nobody's grabbing a link. Should I just get the hell out of here? I'll just get the hell out of here, man. There was other shit too. Let me see. Hold on. I did a lot of research here. Where's the speaker? Hold on. Where the fuck? Oh. Forget it. Forget it. I was going to play some Nadu shit, but forget it. The point was made. Point was fucking made. And we'll see, we'll see how, what happens. Somebody grab this link and talk to me about what the fuck just occurred here, all right? I'm losing steam. Don't make me read the news real quick. Let me check the news. What the fuck? Damn. Nothing good in the news, I'll tell you that. Nothing good. Candace Owens slammed over new series that investigates Erica Kirk. Yeah, that's another nut job. Yo, Rock-a-san. Oh, hold on. We got Ruben in the house. What up, Ruben?
What's up, Gunsmoke? How you doing, man?
I'm chilling, God. What up?
Hey, good show, man. Great show. You know what I mean? And thanks, Dominick, for being a guest on your show. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And he promoted it, too. He promoted the hell out of it. I think he did a short. He did it on his show, and we got good numbers today, man.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. What's up, Scott? How you doing, man? And shout out to Thomas, you know what I mean, for coming up and hopping out and whatnot.
Scotty boy. What up, Scott?
Job well done, man. Job well done.
Thank you.
You didn't have much time. You had a lot of things. I mean, could have asked him to spit some beats. That's what
I forgot. Fuck. I forgot the damn Lee Cole freestyle battle shit. Cool slow, we give it to you raw. Damn.
That's funny.
Fuck.
But yo, on a side note, you see that motherfucking Washington Square Park snowball fight?
Oh yeah, they were throwing it at the cops and shit.
Oh, bro. My man pulled out the taser.
He pulled out a taser?
Yeah, he shot the shit. In the end, you see him pulling the wires. He popped that shit off. I don't think he hit nobody, but
oh shit,
that was the wires they were pulling, like trying to get together.
I thought the cops just took it and did nothing. All right, so they tried to tase the motherfucker.
Oh yeah, no, they did. She was gonna fucking spray him with mace. They got I couldn't figure out what WSP was because it looked like Central Park, like the side of Central Park. I'm like, yo, what the fuck is WSP? And it looked like Central Park South or West. And I'm like, where the hell are they? And then I found out it was Washington Square Park. But that's crazy. I don't know why the cops wanted to break up the damn snowball fight anyway.
Because it's a friggin' socialist regime now. All right.
Right.
You're gonna do what the socialists tell you to do. Just like the other night, Mom Donnie. I understand it's a blizzard and you should stay off the road, but don't send out a fucking alert on my phone. It sounded like a nuclear bomb going off, like and fucking it says Mayor Mom Donnie has issued a state of emergency order. You are hereby ordered to stay off the roads until 12 noon tomorrow. Like, motherfucker, I don't like that shit, Not coming from him, not coming from him. Don't tell me to stay in my house, fucking, or stay off the roads and shit. By order of Mom Donnie, all right?
Yeah, I don't know. I guess we'll find out later. I guess some week punks called it in, like, oh, they're killing people with snowballs over here. And they called the cops into the ambush. They got smoked with snowballs. Some of them were like huge too. I mean, it was light snow, but the dude had white snow in his beard.
Gotta do something with all that snow and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. They're doing a public service, man. He wanted people to shovel. They were just getting the snow out of the park. That's all.
Thank you, Rock-a-san.
See, man, how do you feel, man? After this interview and stuff.
How do I feel?
Like he just had sex with
man.
number
I'm
10.
glad it went well because I was nervous about it going well. I wanted him to, feel comfortable and get his shit off.
Right.
I'm glad it turned out well. Common was a big help there because he knew more about the situation with the crypto and shit. So he had good questions to ask there.
He's the cryptologist.
Yeah. Man. And he said he's going to help out Common's channel. He's going to help out my channel again. So
that's cool, man. You know what I'm saying? I think he respected you not giving that Nadu, whatever the fuck his name is, the link to.
I mean, I don't have a problem with it, but he didn't want it, so I just respect.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. I mean, like some channel creators do it just because it might boast numbers and shit, but you respected your guests and shit. You know what I'm saying? That's what you're supposed to do. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So
well, Dom has the invitation for him to go on live or go together with him, so he ain't looking for no half-ass measures.
Like the what's his name, Dominick, like that dude said. You know what I mean? Like face to face. I mean, you pick the venue, whatever. Security, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Why do it on fucking YouTube bullshit? I mean, it can still be on the YouTube bullshit, but like,
it better be on YouTube.
You know what I mean?
It better be on YouTube. Shit.
But from my understanding, it's been spoken on before, and there's a no-go on that shit. So I doubt that shit's really going to happen.
Look, the dude said he's down to meet up with him and do it face-to-face.
That's just going to pull a lot of action.
I want to thank all the new subscribers, too. This whole thing, people were anticipating this. I got like over 50 new subscribers now. So that's pretty cool. Anyway,
that's cool, man.
All right, my bad. God damn it. Huh?
That's cool that you got 50 new subscribers.
Yeah, that's right, boy.
That's what I'm talking about. Good deal, man. Good shit. So what happens when you got, a good level head and shit, and you can just man, respect your guests and just do your thing.
Right.
You got to give Dom his taste.
I need 10%.
Seven's the going rate, but maybe 10 would be nice. 10 would be extra generous. That's good.
He's gonna be a billionaire. He's giving out loans too. I might have to get a loan from this guy one day.
You
better pay me back.
4 weeks. 4 weeks, bro.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
Yeah.
Give me about like 8 weeks, 6 weeks,
You know what I mean?
Shit. Or give me a 6-month plan. 6 months.
You're the Don. You got to get an extended term.
Word. Thank you, Danielle. Thank you, Montreal Tony. Thank you. cool channel and vibes. That's right, boy.
Thank you again, Dominic.
Yeah.
Delandra.
Right. Thank you, man.
Peace.
That's how the Gunsmoke Don does it.
Yo.
Over here.
Gunsmoke Don.
Gunsmoke Don.
Yeah, I thought you were gonna start. I thought you were gonna start playing the piano, bro. Like honestly, with them glasses and shit. I was like, oh shit, is he doing Ray Charles right now?
I got a little piano and shit. A little keyboard. I got a little keyboard.
Right.
Ray Charles, boy.
Ray Charles.
This is gonna spark something off, man. He's gonna cam up all the time. He's gonna get a little mixing board with the sound.
No shit, yo.
And we're gonna get a setup too. We're gonna get a studio set up. I already have trinkets and shit to hang up. You know.
You invite
nice background.
You know what I mean?
Right. Wow. Thank you, Joey. Wow. Is that
Daniel says it's a kid's keyboard?
It's a kid. No, it's not. No, I'll show you right now. Hold on, man.
What were they back in the days? What were they called? I think they were called like Geminis or some shit. Remember them shits? Turntables?
Yeah. No, you're right, Gemini.
Yeah. I know my shit. What's up?
Yeah. Yes. No. Yeah. This is why he doesn't cam up, because my boy's always bouncing off. No disrespect, Common, but like every show you gotta go downstairs and get the iced tea in the beginning. You know, it's like you have to rush to get on the mic. You always like, yo, hold it down. I'll be right back. I get my iced tea.
Shit, yeah, I mean, like, if
I know
me, I
it's
gotta
the last
walk
show.
back. I gotta walk back to the house and shit. And I mostly stay out to in the shack and shit. You know what I'm saying? In case things get loud.
Yeah, I'll show you fucking Ray Charles. I'll show you. Hold on. That's what I got right here, boy.
Smoke deserves to get pinned, but
I'll show you fucking Ray Charles, boy. What'd he say? What'd he say? Okay. He's already get pinned. Yeah.
New campaign. Oh, nice. MPK. Oh.
Yeah. I only played it once, and I gave up. But.
You've had that this whole damn time, and you can't start with the sound effects and shit?
I gotta fucking learn how to use it, man.
Well, you can start by not using it like a fucking accordion. It ain't an accordion. You gotta put it flat on your desk.
Word.
Can't play it to your head.
Word.
Ain't no accordion.
Put you in an accordion, boy.
Oh shit! There goes that. Damn.
Huh?
Huh. See, I get one of the ones, man. You know, they flash the colors and shit. You just press the button, bang. You know what I mean? Turns to be deep, 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 deep.
Somebody doesn't. Carmela doesn't believe that Dom really lost 500,000.
Tonight we're back in Dom. Tomorrow we'll figure it out. Today, you know, we're rocking with Dom.
Well, that's what I should have done. I was so fucking, out of my head. I should have just took questions from the chat, but.
Nah, that shit.
Nah, some people recorded that shit, man.
Yeah, chat was crazy today.
Yeah. That shit was flying too, man. I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah, no, there's a lot of people in here today. Oh, hold on. I'm dropping a link for somebody. But yeah. Or maybe, that would have been cool if Nadu would have came on after and spoke his piece. No?
Today's not his day.
No,
Today's not his day.
This was Dom's show. This was Dom.
Yeah. Give dude the guest his day and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Jeff probably went live
like
anyway.
You said, he wanted to beat his numbers. So, and I'm pretty sure you did that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That shit's funny. People on the numbers.
All about the numbers, dude.
Funny, I never thought about that. Dom did put that in perspective. You get those asshole cops because they were punks and got bullied as kids. Jeff grew up, overweight. He just lost it. He looks great now, but he grew up overweight, and it does have something to do with how he conducts himself nowadays.
What, you think that fucking fucks with his emotions or something? What are you talking about?
I mean, we all have issues.
Yeah.
But he is
Well, of course we do.
Run it,
Oh,
Red.
hold on. What up, Red? You guys are rude. Say hello to Red.
What's up, Red?
Yeah, what's up with that? You better show some respect, goddammit.
Gotta show some respect to fucking Red up in this motherfucker.
He's a creator now.
I'm stuck in traffic right now. Figured I'd hop on for a few. Hey, great show, Smoke. Turned out great.
Thank you, man.
Went better than I expected. And I don't know much about Dom and this whole beef with Jeff. I just want to touch on something real quick. When it comes to modding in here, let's stop timing people out for 86,000 seconds. If they've said something to where you feel that you want them or their comment removed, just whack them. Just be done with it. Don't be afraid to hide people. Me and Smoke will deal with that later if we need to. So just get rid of them. Yeah, just knock them out. Just bang them out. Be done with it.
Listen, I don't know how to work shit, and I read real slow, but I only removed fucking a few comments or some comments because it gets out of control. They're going back and forth with the bullshit, the gangster warrior bullshit.
Yeah, just let them do that, Scott. That's no big deal. But I'm talking about like their families or kids.
Right. They get sick and
somebody's coming in.
Yeah.
That was the one that was hitting.
Bullshit.
The motherfuckers talking shit about somebody's wives and shit like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's if they get out of line. That's why I said earlier, if they get out of line, get them out of here. But if they're just speaking their piece or whatever, or just getting a little riled up, then just leave them,
Yeah, if it's just two dudes going back and forth. As long as they're not talking about, blowing each other's heads off or whatever, just let them go at it.
Yeah.
No big deal.
True that.
But yeah, that was a great show. Like I said, I don't know a whole lot about Dom and whatnot, but I might have to check out his show now.
Yeah, same here. I mean, I'm from
was good.
West Coast, so I don't know a lot about the East Coast shit. So
224 likes. Holy shit! I don't know how real that is, man.
Oh, that's real.
Yeah,
that's real. Yeah, man.
Yeah, I think those are real. Someone did mess with your numbers earlier, though.
Yeah.
I think it was just steady around like 500
real.
something. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Maybe almost 6.
Yeah, that was real.
I would say that was close, real right there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. But nah, man. I mean,
yeah. Also, I wanted to touch on this too. There was a fake Jeff Nadu in the chat for way too long, and I was at a point where I couldn't get in there and figure it out. But we as moms, we need to make sure we're looking for that. Whether we like the person or not, we don't want an imposter coming in the chat because that can cause all sorts of problems.
Right.
So the real one to make sure we're looking for that.
I blast the pizza.
Yeah, I know, but
that's it.
The fake one was in there chatting way too long and saying shit, and that can cause problems for Jeff, and that's not fair to him. If he wants to speak, let him speak on his own.
I didn't see Jeff in there, but I
don't even know who that is.
I'm good. But I did blast fucking pizza 2 or 3 times, or the fake pizza, whoever the hell that dude was.
Pizza, the motherfucking the gay vampire.
Yeah,
the gay vampire. Yeah,
I removed him a few times. Fuck that! You don't get no play.
Shit, that motherfucker was in here.
Just my man wants Jeannie and Hootie to come on. I'm all down. It's not my show. It's up to Smoke, but I'm down for Jeannie to come on. But fuck Hootie. But maybe we need to have Hootie.
Why not?
Sure, that's what I said. Why not? Then I ain't got no sway in the game. Ain't my call.
How about networking, man? Network.
I don't know I don't know how Gene's feeling about me. With that whole Hootie thing. I was breaking Hootie's balls. So.
Yeah, but we would.
Everybody was breaking Hootie's balls. You weren't the only one. We all were.
You break Dom's balls all the time, or for a little bit.
Yeah.
So and he's here.
Was it funny? Man, if it was funny, it was funny. I mean, Jesus Christ, man. People fucking crying about fucking shit that is funny. I'm gonna laugh at shit that's funny. I don't give a fuck. Fuck everybody.
Saturday Night Live does skits on the President of the United States. That's part of the game.
Yeah.
Well, if you go to a festival and get your ass kicked, you're gonna get your balls busted. I mean, it is what it is.
Right.
Once it's done artistically.
Shit. God damn it! I don't like showing my face.
Yeah, you're good now. I mean, you ain't got no reason not to cam up, but whatever. If it works, you do you. It's your
I
show.
guess it worked out.
But when you have like a guest like that, yeah, you got to cam up. You know what I'm saying?
I wasn't going to, but then somebody told me earlier, it was like, you got to cam up, right?
Yeah.
Otherwise, it's not going to feel personable, and it's his first time here, so
correct.
Well, it's the respect factor too.
Yeah,
you know?
Absolutely.
But yeah, it would make the show lopsided.
Yeah. So when I have a big guest on, I like to do that, but not really.
Yeah.
I don't like to do it, but I do it.
Taking it for the team.
Gina and Hooter. Hooter got a beating at the feast before he got past the first 3 stands. I don't know. Some people give him credit. Some people say he was an idiot for doing that. I don't know. I think he was, I don't know what he was expecting.
Yeah, good night, Trent.
Oh, that could have went way, way worse than it did for him. Let's be honest,
Yeah.
Yeah, Jersey Girl's Marty earlier. Yeah, she was on point.
Yeah, he was a test crash dummy. Beanie wanted to see what would happen if he shows up. Send Hooter first. See what happens to Hooter. Then he'll decide if he's going to go to Philly to the stand.
Hooter boy. Should have showed him some of this artwork here too. Fucking.
Yeah, he dug the artwork. I know. But you didn't have time to hit him with everything.
Yeah. He's like, oh, you got me in a Ticini?
Is that why he knows your channel? But I didn't hear what had happened.
How he found out about my channel?
Yeah.
I did, we had Jeff Nadu on the show the other day, and then I did like a separate, I cut it out and I did like a separate upload of it, just that segment with Jeff on. And he saw it. He saw it and he thought, me and Common were, pretty fair and impartial, at least, like we weren't just shitting all over him, So he liked that. He said, I'd like to come on the show and speak my piece, So I was like, all right.
Right, yeah.
That'd be cool,
It's funny. You can ask 10 different people and you'll get 10 different answers as to whether you and Common were impartial to him or not.
Yeah.
It's funny. People are all crying about it. Oh, you better ask the same questions. Oh, softball questions. Shut up. Go cry somewhere else.
Right. It's just like, I look at it like this. When you're up on the panel, people that get up on panel, like they have something to say, you know what I'm saying? And until them motherfuckers that don't, shut the fuck up. Keep that shit to yourselves. You know what I mean? Like you guys did what you guys did, you know what I mean?
And the game is, we don't give a fuck about the fucking opinions of the sheep.
Yes. I was trying to ignore the chat for the most part,
That's good. Yeah. You don't want to fucking, be all like, somebody said something about my mom. What the fuck? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not worth it. The guest is the most important thing, you know what I'm saying?
Yes. Yes, sir.
They were in the chat 45 minutes before the show started.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, they were crying in the chat already.
That's crazy.
Yeah, you know how the game goes. Motherfuckers say the wildest shit just so they can get a call out, a shout out,
Yeah.
Right.
What, Frank wants to come on? Francisco the gentleman?
Francesco Pirulino.
In the chat.
You're not my friend no more.
Mob Facts really hates
Mob Facts really hates Dom, bro.
Dude,
he was sending me a whole bunch of shit. He was
annoying the hell out of me, but you know what? I still let him, say what he's got to say.
Yeah, I ain't touching him. I'm not touching his fucking post.
I'm not afraid to touch him,
what he
but
says.
like, dude, you got your point across.
Roro, thank you.
Thank you, Roro.
He got cred. He got street cred. He can pop off however he wants. As far as I'm concerned.
Bob, my back showed his ass for sure.
I don't know. I don't know what his beef with Dom is. You know.
I only read one or two.
I didn't want to bring it up either. I don't want to put mob facts on the spot. You know, I don't want to be like, yo, do you know mob facts? Do you have a beef with him? I didn't want to ask him.
He put himself on the spot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Once you type it and you send it, you know, you're gonna wear it.
Well, it sounds like maybe he's obviously more educated than I am with respect to Dom, but you know, he's definitely got some feelings about it.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, an OG, isn't he? He's an OG, right? He's been here for a long time, ain't he? Or no?
My friends.
Yeah.
I don't like. I'm still getting to fucking know everybody, so I really don't. I can't speak on it.
He's been around from the beginning. Yeah.
Yeah, I think he's been around a long time.
Yeah.
I'm thinking of the historians too. They're not around that much anymore.
Thank you so much, Ro. She's proud of me. Look at that. She's proud of me.
Do that.
Yeah.
So proud of you, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel better.
Shit. What's Frank moving on Sicilian time?
No, I don't think he's in the chat. Somebody said drop the link for him. I don't see him in the chat.
Oh, that's what. Yeah, that's what I thought I saw.
Hey, Miss Ro.
Ro. But this guy says Dom is a moron. This interview was ass. Look, he's entitled to his opinion. That's maybe some people didn't like that.
Every ass has their opinion.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
That's fair. You can what?
I don't get all button.
Huh?
Yeah, I'm on my phone, so I can't see chat.
I was surprised it went so
See
long.
chat if you hit comments.
It went by
Yeah,
quick.
but I got it on my TV. You know what I mean? So.
Yeah,
You just said you had it on your phone. Make up your mind, Ruben.
He's like me. I'm on my phone, but I'm looking at my TV.
Well, because I mean, now my glasses shit, and so I can see that better. It's bigger on the TV.
I'm fucking with you. But yeah, I was gonna say I don't get all butthurt about what people say anymore in the comments. Like I said, as long as they're not getting out of line, let them say what they got to say.
Yeah.
Right.
It is what it is.
So I'm gonna go back and roast your first show. No, I would never.
My show? Oh, shit. You don't want to do that, Scott. I got a channel now. I'll dedicate some time to your ass.
I watched it. I left you a comment. I left you like 2 comments.
Oh, you did?
Chats.
Oh, I'll have to go in and look. All right, I'll go in and look. Yeah. I was going to go live this morning, but I was super tired, and I knew I was going to have to get up, take the wife to the doctor. So
I sat through the whole 2 hours of it.
Yeah, I'm sorry. You want me to cash app you instead of you cash app me?
I get 10%.
Yeah, no,
I apologize for that, Scott.
Just ricochet my shit to smoke.
Yeah, I think it's so funny because people, redheaded stepchild boring. Well, in my opinion, if I'm boring, then that means I'm doing something right. That means I'm not out there being a scumbag and claiming I'm in the military and Alice in Chains writing songs about my dad and shit. So I must be doing something right if I'm boring.
Your Genovese boring. I was gonna.
I guess. I mean, you must not have been that boring for them to fucking watch it long enough to for them to realize that. You know what I mean?
That's all good. I just like having a chat where people can come, just shoot the shit, and hang out, and have some laugh. I have my moments every once in a while, but yeah, I have some ideas that I'd like to do, down the road. But yeah, I just literally have my first show in how long has it been, Smoke? Like 2 years now? It's been a while.
Yeah, 2 years, yeah.
Yeah, so.
Wow.
Yeah, we'll mix it up a little bit.
Thank you,
We'll have some fun.
Yeah. That's cool, man. Shit.
Thank you, Timothy. I didn't know Dom and LA were neighbors until he got doxxed. Oh, maybe you and him. He has some nice cars over there.
Yeah, that shit
driving
flowed
around
good.
the neighborhood. He got a Bentley.
Yeah, he got the Maybach.
The Maybach.
He got the Maybach. Yeah.
Right? Yeah, that's nice.
with the Gunsmoke lights inside.
Shit.
Where does he live?
Huh?
Florida.
Where does he live? Florida.
Florida.
God, everybody's on Florida.
That's the place
That's
to
where
be.
everybody
apparently.
goes, dog.
No shit, huh? What the fuck?
It's an independent nation down there. And whenever anybody gets chased or so on and so forth, it's Florida.
Can you
Florida's
imagine
like,
a Casper the Ghost looking pasty white skin like me in Florida? Oh my God. They deport my ass.
you need like 100
I
fucking
mean,
SPF.
Yeah, DeSantis would find me and go, yeah, you got to go. Get out.
For your own health.
I mean, you'd acclimate over time. You'd end up getting tan in like 10 years.
Yeah, it'd take me a decade. Yeah. Dude, back in the 80s, man, when everybody was trying to be tan, they used to sell this shit in a bottle where you could like wipe it on you, like a rub on tan. I did that one time, dude. It's the stupidest thing ever.
Would you turn purple? So
No, it's just like, you know, I wasn't smart enough to put like latex gloves on, so the palms of my hand were all of a sudden tan and shit. Yeah. Then you can see like finger marks on my arm and stuff where I was trying to rub it in. The dumbest thing ever. I gave up after that. I'm like, all right, I'm a ginger. It ain't ever gonna happen.
You know, rolling it back to Ruben's point, we should look into that because I know Florida. I don't know the whole deal or the real deal, but yeah, Florida's like that's, you know, I don't know if it's a no touch state or whatnot, but that'd be something to look into. I know when these guys, you know, went down for getting caught for trying to clip John Gotti, they had to go down to Florida when they got out. And now all these other guys are down in Florida and nobody gets touched down there. So I like to find out.
Yeah.
It'd be interesting to know like what the rules are in regards to Florida. But there's rules because everybody's down there and nobody gets clipped down there. So
strange.
Trying to think. My bad. But Montreal Tony asked me, what's my favorite crime movie ever? That's a tough one. What comes to mind immediately would be Heat, and then kind of like the Heat remake, which was Den of Thieves. I don't know if you ever seen Den of Thieves.
Yeah, I seen it. Was pretty good.
I just like the shootouts in that movie, or both movies. I like the shootouts. But
yeah, Heat was fucking dope. That was a bombing shootout.
It was at
Den of Thieves too. No, you know that goes overlooked. That was a good movie.
Yeah, Den of Thieves was the modern version of it. Yeah, that was dope.
Yeah.
Right.
But you always after we get off, you can be like, why did I say this one or that one too? Because there's a few. Den of Thieves is hot.
Yeah.
Even the second one, the second Den of Thieves wasn't so bad.
Oh, that sucked. That was shit.
But it wasn't compared to the first. Yeah, it had
the first. And the first was borderline shit. The first was trying to be shit, but it just made it. It was just good enough. And it did pretty good. I don't know. I liked it.
Damn, I got something in my head. I gotta think. Hold on.
Oh God.
No, movie wise.
Reservoir Dogs.
Reservoir Dogs.
There's something he's got something in his head, and like, oh fuck.
No, I mean it's not a crime movie, but Bringing Out the Dead, I was stuck on back in 2002. I watched that shit nonstop for some reason. Bringing Out the Dead was crazy for me.
Walking Dead, you mean?
No, Bringing Out the Dead.
Bringing
Out
the Dead?
Scorsese with Cage. Nicolas Cage in it. He was an ambulance driver in New York.
I think I seen it.
Ambulance driver boy.
Ambulance driver boy.
Sammy boy, good show tonight. Thank you, Rob. Dom was comfortable and was able to communicate clearly. Good job, Smoke. That's perfect.
Oh, wow.
It flew by.
Danielle's fucking natural born killers, of course.
Mobfax was asking good questions and said he was sending Smoke the proof he got defensive when everyone kept telling him, throwing comments at him that he was a Nadu simp and shit. Nah, I think he don't like Dom, man, you know?
Yeah, I didn't get that impression.
Yeah, I
Just
don't think
he's done his homework on Dom, so he
Oh,
wanted to
that's
share it. You know?
Mob facts comes with the facts. But this ain't the platform, I think.
Right. Right, Dan.
gonna-
Yeah. I don't think people know that it's a love story.
I'm gonna mute myself for a few guys. I'll be back.
All right.
All right.
It's a shame if you don't agree with the masses, you get railroaded in this genre.
Fuck it.
That's a good point.
You know what I mean?
Is it better to say nothing?
As long as you're standing up for the,
Huh?
you know, what's right. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
As long as you're doing the right thing, you know what I mean, and you're not fucking up, you know, what you believe in and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Who gives a fuck what other people think? You know, you're not sacrificing your integrity and shit. You know, of what you think and what you believe that your integrity is. Fuck everybody else's bullshit. It's like that. Then go start your own show. You know what I'm saying? Like I can't mock anybody because you know what I mean. Motherfuckers just say that to me. Well, then go start your own show. Like, yeah, I'm not gonna go. Right.
Yeah. Go start your own show, motherfucker.
Yeah. See how easy it is.
See how easy it is, boy. No, they think it's easy. Shit, I've been stressing out all morning trying to get this shit right, man.
That's why I didn't bother you.
Fucking this computer, I mean not computer, this mic stand supposed to light up and shit. Ain't working, motherfucker. But I got it set up nice, whatever, you know. But you guys don't give a shit. Then I had to do research. I had to look at videos and shit that I didn't even use. I was gonna play videos and stuff about shit Nadu said and shit, and I didn't even have to do it. So I wasted a lot of time and fucking energy.
Nah, it's a backup. You know what I mean? Just in
Yeah, I
case,
guess it was backup. You know.
Yeah,
But,
it's always good to have that.
yeah.
You know.
The town, bro. The town was jamming.
Yeah.
The
But
town
you
was
didn't need it. You know what I'm saying? You had it if you needed it, but you didn't need it. You know what I'm saying? The conversation was going.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? There wasn't no dead air and shit like that.
It's
you
good
know.
to have in the
I
back of
tried
your
not
head.
to. Yeah.
Right. Right.
Yeah.
And you got him to, you know, say things that, you know, like I don't know anything about what's going on, whatever, but to talk about it and shit, you know what I'm saying? Like that's good. I mean, and he wasn't vague. That, you know what? I'll give him that. He wasn't vague about the shit that he was talking about. You know what I mean?
No.
I hate when motherfuckers come up here and they just talk like vague speech, and you're supposed to like, motherfucker, this ain't a Rubik's Cube. I ain't trying to figure that shit out.
Yeah, I said it before. You know, like Dom wanted like generational wealth, and you can see that's his personality too. Like he didn't want to do some quick hit or fucking pump and dump shit. Like he
wants to
wanted
be a billionaire.
Yeah, he wants to be a fucking billionaire. He wants fucking that pride and that fucking, you know, respect and that accomplishment.
Yeah.
Not Metro anymore. Gunsmoke is a very handsome dude, not Metro, but just grooms himself well. No.
There you go.
This is fucking fish right here. Fucking.
Yeah, I think if you cam up, you might start getting a lot of Mike or YouTube bunnies chasing you.
Damn.
Yeah.
You know?
I need more
You know what I mean? Holla.
Yeah. You're getting those YouTube bunnies
Shit.
hitting you up in the chat.
Yeah, they throw like
IMing you.
$1 here and $1 there, you know what I'm saying? They act like they're at the strip club.
Slide into your DMs.
Shit. I've been there. I've done that. No, I think he got offended when people were going at him for not liking Dom. That's when he got provoked. He's on my mob facts. Look, I don't know. People, I don't know. Everybody, there's too many opinions in one chat, and then you know.
Carmela, like, who cares if Spanky was affected?
Well, he only put that up because you know, the dude was talking about his tax lien or some shit.
Yeah.
He's like, I'll find out. Oh, you got evicted. Didn't pay your rent.
Yeah, I didn't pay my taxes in 4 years. Motherfuckers find the fuck out of me.
Yeah. Thank you, Thornblade.
Yeah. But yeah, you know what? I just want to jump up here, you know what I mean, and say, hey, good shit, you know what I mean? 100 fucking, that shit was cool, man. Well deserved, you know what I mean? Well deserved.
Yeah,
And
thank
I'm gonna drop down back in the chat.
All right, brother.
You know what I mean?
Later,
Scott,
Ruben.
Red,
See you, Rube.
Peace.
Peace.
Hey, man. I don't know. Maybe I'll just shut it down now. It's getting 3.5 hours. We did a good show.
Yeah, I might go live later.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll be
Yeah,
tuning
I'll
in.
give you.
I'm awake.
I'll give you a shout out.
Yeah. Give me a shout out, boy. And guys,
Yeah.
please subscribe to the redhead black ginger boy who's on the show right now. Somebody drop his link, please, and go subscribe. Make sure you subscribe and watch the show, or at least subscribe first, and then you work yourself up to watch. Either way,
And prepare to be bored out of your mind.
Shit. Well, that's a matter of opinion. You may like it, you may not. You know.
Yeah.
It is what it is.
Yeah. Everybody's an acquired taste, so it's all good.
It's a working title.
Yeah.
I'm gonna shorten
I
it.
got. I'm gonna jump down.
Yeah.
I got to get the wife some food. So,
All right,
Scott,
brother.
Gunsmoke.
Thanks.
Everybody in the chat. Have a good night.
Later, Red.
All right.
Thank you, brother.
Later.
All right, Scotty boy.
All right, yeah, fade out. Copy that. Thank
Any
you.
parting words?
Congratulations, brother.
Thank
Love
you.
everybody.
All right.
God bless everybody.
Yeah.
Don't forget to watch Donald Trump, our
Word.
savior and
Oh,
saint.
yeah, word.
Peace.
All right.
All right.
All right, folks, don't look at my face. Stop looking at my face. Again, I want to thank Dominick Cicale for coming on the show today. I want to thank Common Sense. I want to thank Red and Scott and Ruben. And, yeah, good show. All right. I'll be live tomorrow sometime during the day. So be on the lookout. Set your notifications. All right, we're going to be live. And we're getting ready for more snow. Yippee. Thank you, Mo. Shouts to Maureen. Thank you. She wished me well before the show. Thank you. All the people who wished me well before the show, man, thank you. And thank you for all the support today. Everybody who sent the super chat, super sticker, all that. Thank you guys very much. Thank you. And, yeah. Stay tuned, all right? Until next time. Peace.